La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero. Sempre un amabile, leggiadro viso, in pianto in riso e menzognero. La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero. E di pensiero. E di pensiero.
Welcome to the Whatever Dating Talk podcast, coming to you live from Isla Vista, Santa Barbara County, California. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm your host, Brian Atlas. I'm joined by my co-host, Kiki. She's a bit shy. A few quick announcements before the show begins. This channel is viewer supported, so please consider sending a super chat throughout the show. I will read super chats $10 and up. All super chats will be displayed in Stream Overlay. We've got channel memberships, Patreon, merch. All links for that are in the description. To become a channel member, hit that join button below. We have 6 different tiers of support, a ton of perks. And by the way, guys, if you gift a membership, I will read your chat along with it in lieu of a super chat. So instead of super chatting, if you want to gift memberships, we're trying to unlock some more emotes. If you leave a regular chat along with the gifted membership, we'll treat that as exact same as a super chat. So easy way to support the show. Also, we are streaming to Twitch right now, twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to us totally free with a Prime sub. If you want to be on the show or help the show, DM at whatever on Instagram. We need some chat mods, timestamps. I'm looking to potentially hire a talent coordinator here in Santa Barbara, so also looking for that studio hand. Anyways, we're going to have the guests introduce themselves. So please tell us your name, age, occupation, and/or school major. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm 22 years old. I'm a recent UCSB graduate with a bachelor in communication, currently occupied in downtown Santa Barbara as a stylist.
Did you go to school for that, or because you said you graduated from UCSB?
With a bachelor in communication.
Okay.
Putting it to good use.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. There you go. Cool.
Hi, everyone. Whatever. I'm from Australia and I moved to LA about 4 months ago. I'm a best-selling author with 9 books, and I've written 2 books about dating and ghosting. Where'd they go? And hashtag InstaLovers. I'm a TV host, radio announcer, and mum, actually. You said you wanted our age. I'm going to be 50 in July.
What's up, Eric? Sorry, guys. Hold on. We're having technical issues. Can you not see anything?
Yeah, no, I can't.
Okay. Continue on with the introductions, but guys, are your books available on Amazon?
Yeah, you can get my books on Amazon or on my website. But yeah, I was just in the middle of telling you my age, and then I thought that's what made the technical issue. It was like
you almost turning 50 just sent
everyone was like, what? And
sent electricity through the air and fried our I'll fix it. Can you just tell us about the books real quick?
Where'd They Go just went on an American tour, and I went on all the TV shows. It's about ghosting, like ghosting culture. Literally, people just like disappearing into thin air. There's stuff in there about when they resurface. So sometimes they'll just watch your Instagram stories and they'll orbit. So I call that orbiting, just to let you know that they're still around. And then, yeah, this one's about digital dating. Hashtag InstaLovers. We've stopped the show.
Go ahead, Sydney.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Nevada, and I'm out here for college. I'm an acting major, so I'm studying acting, and I go back and forth between here and LA a little bit for that. I think I touched all the bases.
My name is Jubilee. I'm 19, and I'm not in school, but I am a nail tech.
I'm Savannah. I'm 18. I'm not in school, and I'm just working at a restaurant right now.
Brandon, age 40, tattoo artist,
club promoter for the Spearmint Rhino, Santa Barbara County, and I just started a hauling business, LLC.
Hauling? What does that tell me about that?
People that have access, trash, roofers, yard waste, stuff like that. The truck will come, grab it, take it to the city landfill for a fee, back and forth type thing.
And that's your business you started?
I just started it. I just got my LLC from the Secretary of State. Actually, I just got my DUNS number for business yesterday.
Exciting.
And so now I'm just looking for a truck. Yeah, I got my loan. I'm looking for a truck. So
cool. Congratulations.
yeah, I'm stoked.
We will wait.
All right, sorry guys, we're having technical difficulties. We can't even see the monitor. This is the first time this has ever happened. Chat, can you just say one in the chat if you can at least still see and hear us? One in the chat if you can see and hear us. Okay, chat, sorry, it's going to take me 1 to 2 minutes to address the issue. We are live. Won't I have everyone go around, tell me your current relationship status.
Longest relationship.
Current relationship status, longest relationship, and are you on any dating apps?
Do I start?
Yes.
I am currently single. My longest relationship, 10 months, I think. And I am on the dating app Hinge.
The relationships app. The one designed to be deleted. Unfortunately, I know all too well all of the dating apps. I know all of them. I wrote a whole book about it. Hinge is a great one. I am actually on a couple of apps at the moment. Happily single, dating, although I am looking for the love of my life. I'm using The League and Raya, although I think that they're both not really working very well. And yeah, just kind of seeing someone at the moment. That's it. Oh, longest relationship was 13 years with one person. And besides that, 2 months.
Well, you definitely have us beat there. I'm not sure if you guys can see me, so I'm Sydney again. But I'm single. I'm not seeing anybody. My longest relationship was 6 months in high school because I haven't really dated that much. And I'm currently on Tinder, but I don't use it too much.
I am currently single. My longest relationship, am I possibly single? Not sure. And my longest relationship was about a year, and I'm on Bumble.
I'm single right now, and my longest relationship I think was like a year and a half, and then I'm not on any dating apps right now.
Brandon, I'm 40, and I promote, I'm sorry, let's back up. Longest relationship, 6 years, currently single, and no dating apps.
I wonder what Kiki's been on.
Everything. Look at her.
She's medicated.
All right, guys, we're having major fucking technical difficulties, so I'm still trying to address it. We kind of have something here, but we're having a lot of issues, so I can't host and also try to handle the technical issues at the same time. So yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. You want restart? I don't think that's really an option at this point. Let's see.
It seems like all the guests are able to see and all of that sort of thing, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys can start it. You guys can't see what's going on your end, but it's scuffed on our monitor. Eric, it's scuffed on his monitor, so yeah.
It looks fine from here.
No, they don't see an issue, but there's an issue on our end. So, yeah.
Do you want us to just banter for a bit while you?
Yeah, if you guys can.
Okay, I'll go over. I take over. I'm a little bossy, so I can come in handy with that. So,
Go Sydney.
all right, we'll start this way down. What was one of your like worst Tinder or like dating app experience or best? I mean, I'm out in Santa Barbara because I matched with a guy on Tinder, and now I'm like, I hit it off with him, and so, okay. So for me, so I'm from Reno, Nevada, which is like near Tahoe, and I ended up matching with a guy on Tinder, and we went on a date in Reno. And just like hit it off. He's like, oh, like I'm not looking for anything. Like I like you, but I leave for school out in Santa Barbara in like 2 weeks. So we were just friends. Then I came out and I visited him here as a friend. And then I like fell in love with it. And a year later, I live here. Oh. So I'm in Santa Barbara, like living like.
What happened to him?
We're still friends. We're honestly still friends, but it's funny because like I came out to live in Santa Barbara and then we just swapped. So now he lives in Reno.
No way.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. So, but like I made it out to Santa Barbara because of Tinder. I've had like really good like Tinder experiences, which is like crazy. But I mean, in my career path being acting, it's all about like connections and stuff. So like the more people you meet, the better you go.
Right.
Emma, your turn. What's one of your like craziest or like best dating app experiences?
I guess like craziest in terms of like like spontaneity is I had been talking to a guy on Hinge for like less than 24 hours. There's definitely some flirty chats going on, but nothing serious. And then that night he booked me a flight to come see him in LA. So he flew me out, coach, nothing crazy. And when I got there, I was like texting him like I landed, like is the car gonna come pick me up and take me to your place or the hotel or what's going on? And basically he just wasn't responding. So I ended up just going out in LA by myself, and I actually had the best night. I went to a club and I met a bunch of people and I ended up just partying with them. And then the next day he texted me like, sorry, I got too messed up. Let's try for brunch in LA. And I was like, I'm out of here, buddy, but thanks for the flight.
Wait, so he flew you out to LA. From where?
Santa Barbara, which is a private airport. So I flew from this tiny little airport, Santa Barbara, to LAX.
So you flew private?
Santa
Barbara's not a private airport.
No, it's just a really small airport.
We live here. We know.
Yeah, so it was just like a domestic flight, like literally from Santa Barbara to LA, like an hour and a half flight.
But he paid for it.
Yeah.
And then he was a no-show.
Yeah, I guess he was, either drunk, asleep, something, I don't know, but I didn't get a text until like 3 or 4 a.m. and I was out at that point. I was at Poppy and I get a text like, oh, sorry, like I just like saw this, like where are you at now? I was like,
that's
out.
a yikes.
Yeah.
That's a yikes. So did you end up meeting up with him eventually or
no? But I had such a fun night, and I actually met 2 of my really good girlfriends that I'm still friends with now, that are from LA, and we still see each other, and I still see them in LA.
So he paid for the it's weird that he paid for a flight instead of just do you have a car?
No, I don't drive.
You don't? Why?
Many reasons.
What are the DUI?
Do I what?
DUI.
Do you have a
no.
conviction?
I mean, for one, when I used to I have my driver's license, which I shouldn't, but when I did drive back when I had a car, like in high school, one of my classic like Emma examples of how I would act on the road, I used to reverse on the freeway when I would miss my exit.
That's literally in the permit test of what not to do.
I didn't read it.
How did you pass?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
But I did with flying colors. I barely made any mistakes.
Oh, clearly it didn't go
And they
through.
gave me my driver's license and a car, but then it got taken away.
Yikes. Wait, so your driver's license is revoked?
No, my car got taken away, but I still got my driver's license.
Maybe it's good you're not on the road, babe.
Exactly. That's why I think it's irresponsible for me to have a car.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Eric, is the audio muted? Can you click that button on the keyboard? Because I'm not getting any audio from my soundboard.
I'm getting it.
You're hearing this?
Yeah, I hear everything.
Oh. Yeah, we're not getting audio either. Sorry, guys. We've had some been having technical difficulties on our end. I've addressed it. Everything's working now, but we're still having some audio issues. I'm going to have to go check on that really quick. But yeah, so that's quite interesting that you don't drive because you reverse on that.
Yeah, I guess I fit the stereotype.
So why why not just get off on the next exit?
That's what so I didn't realize.
That's what the police officer told me.
No, that is what the person in the passenger seat told me. Was like, well, first of all, after they were done screaming, they were like, well, you realize that this is like not how you drive. And I was like, I don't know. I just kind of make my own rules. I kind of just like, I get behind the wheel and I disassociate.
That's a yikes.
Yeah.
In what other scenarios do you disassociate?
Just driving, I think.
Only
that's
driving. Okay, well.
Well, because it's so important to be focused as a driver, and that's where I just like la go on my phone, get from point A to point B, and I don't remember. Yeah.
You know, you can't even get on your phone when you're driving. You hold it. There's cameras everywhere in Australia, just looking down at you.
Yeah. See, for me, driving was like the perfect time to go on my phone.
Have you ever committed the crime of vehicular manslaughter?
No, I have not, and I do not condone it. And I do not condone.
You don't condone vehicular manslaughter.
I do not condone vehicular manslaughter, nor do I condone texting and driving.
Okay.
But I'm gonna come clean and say I have texted and drove.
That's good that you don't condone vehicular manslaughter.
No, yeah, I would say I'm pretty starchly against it.
Okay, cool. So I apologize to the panel. I missed your relationship stats. So who's single? Just show of hands really quick. Who's single? Everybody.
I mean, I'm sort of seeing someone, but I'm single.
You're single until there's a girlfriend
Jubilee.
question.
Wait, repeat that?
I was just saying you're single until there's a girlfriend question.
Nah, you're single till there's a boyfriend question.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
The girl should initiate that
both.
conversation.
I mean, either works, but
it's
like
an
you're single
exclusivity
unless, yeah.
Okay.
Unless clarified.
It's kind of interesting to me though that you can be single and like also have been sleeping with multiple people at the same time. That's kind of strange.
Mike Davis is back.
Hey, Mike Davis, what's up, man? Here, let me get this super chat really quick. And by the way, Michael Trilstein, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but thank you for the 5 gifted memberships before the show started, man. Much appreciated. All right. By the way, everyone's Instagrams are in the description. Show them some love. Give them a follow. Yeah, sorry, guys. I was super flustered there. We've never had that happen before. Just, guys, don't buy a Dell. Don't buy a Dell. It's dog shit, dog tier computer. Okay, so we're going to get into our first topic here.
Sorry.
And this is sort of related to your book.
Right.
So you wrote a book,
Yeah.
one of which is about ghosting.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's that? Which book is that?
Where'd they go? Did they die? We'll never know. Just vanished.
Okay. We're going to talk about ghosting here in just a second. Let me get the soup chat while we have it pulled up. Eric, can you just pull that back up real quick? All right, so Mike Davis with the $10 soup chat. I'm in a bad mood. Some bitch stole out my register today. I'm going DEFCON 3 on women today. Putting this pack on notice, and if any of them step out of line, bringing out the flamethrower. Eric, can you pull up the Burger King? Jesus!
Oh,
What?
boy.
That's the button for it.
Wait, that's the button. Did you press 6 again? Okay, go back. All right, guys. OBS is fucking up too. Sorry, dudes. So, okay, I need to step up to, guys, sorry, the show's going to be a little janky today. I need to get up and deal with the technical issues that we're having. But Mike Davis, thank you for the soup chat. Let me pull that up once more and just finish this off. So, yeah, dude, hey, Mike Davis, if it's any consolation, I had 3 girls flake on me last minute today to come on the show, so it is what it is. Did you see where the...
Mike Davis.
Let's bring the...
Mike Davis picture.
Yeah. Can we lower her arm too? Yeah, we'll put this here. Actually, can you wait?
There he is.
Yeah. Definitely.
Handsome fella.
Same picture.
Yeah.
All right, he's part of the panel. All right. Thank you, Mike Davis, for the $10 soup chat, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, I want you to bring it, dude. DEFCON 3. All right. By the way, just a reminder, guys, all super chats will be read. All super chats will be displayed, $10 and up to be read and answered by either me or the panel. So, ghosting. You wrote a book on it. You're the expert.
Ah, yeah, unfortunately.
So, Who do you guys think ghosts more, men or women? You go first. Go ahead.
Men.
Oh no, it's everybody, and it doesn't just happen on dating. It happens in business and friendship too.
Depends on the situation, yeah.
What? But you're not leaning in any.
Like I probably ghost more personally.
Okay.
I agree. I tend to ghost quite often.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with them. I ghost a lot more than the guys I talk to.
Brandon, thoughts?
I definitely ghost, and I definitely have been ghosted, so it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
He doesn't.
I would say I don't ghost.
Ever?
I have, but it's rare.
When you did, was it
She was crazy.
okay?
Crazy. Super weird.
So she deserved it because you were feeling unsafe.
To a degree.
Okay.
To a degree, but she's just like being ridiculous. She wouldn't take no for an answer. Like I tried to do a proper like I'm not interested, but she just was way too persistent with it. And then
I ghosted an Australian.
you
Happy.
ghosted a what?
An Australian.
How dare you, sir?
I think there's times when ghosting's good. There's a chapter in my book about that, and that's when you're feeling unsafe or disrespected. For sure, you can ghost.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's circumstances and situations where it's justified. But I'd say probably most of the time it's just people being cowardly
Right.
and disrespectful.
Well, they just don't know how to have a sweaty palm conversation, or they're not picking up on the yellow and orange flags.
Right. Yeah. Good point. Good point. So, I think that ghosting is a bit proportional to your level of narcissism.
Okay? Because narcissism is a whole other thing.
That is a whole other thing.
Really important not to just label somebody that unless you actually have, a psychologist diagnose them with that label. There are narcissistic traits, and some people can be, narcissistic in their behavior, but it doesn't mean they're narcissists.
Why don't we do this, though? While I address the technical issues, why don't you tell us, give us a little plot synopsis, cliff notes on your book about ghosting.
Okay. Well, basically, it's something that either, as you can see, everybody has either done or had it done to them. Has anybody been ghosted? Yeah, everyone?
Yes.
You have. What happened?
I'm never really too forward. I'm pretty much a gentleman. If I get at somebody and I'm interested in them, and if they're not receptive to it, then, I'm not going to sit there and ask again. You know what I'm saying? If they're sweet and nice, and they're maybe just, what's up with all these, your eye and all this shit? And I'm looking at your profile like, you know what I'm saying? But when people get to know me, when they get to talk to me, it's like, cool.
Nice.
Even if it's just for good friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm picky with the people I bring into my world.
Yeah.
So if you don't strike me as genuine,
Yes.
then we're not going to go too far.
Right.
It's the conversation's going to go to a certain point to where it's like, I'm going to start saying things that the person's not going to appreciate, however it may be constructive or a positive opinion in my perspective. But
And you're saying it's because you feel like you get judged because of how you look.
I don't really care. I didn't do all this in fear of being judged. I don't really care, But it's like I said, the people I bring into my world, the only people I've ever ghosted were people that were just, you could tell they're psycho.
Right.
You could tell they're just like, whoa, like we're already talking about all this. We haven't even met or nothing, and you're getting into, what your ex did to you and why you're all messed up in the head. Like, I feel bad for you, girl.
Rule number 1, don't talk about your ex on dates, right?
Right. That, or, just don't tell people you never met personal things. It's just going to turn off.
But what you said, though, and girls, did you hear? You said, because I'm a gentleman. This is the whole thing, is that when people decide to be gentlemen and have quality communication, you'll usually just say, hey, I'm not feeling it or whatever. The only time you'll ghost is when they're crazy, as you say. And
if they get psycho and they're just, or they call me like, whoa, like, if I didn't respond within 10 minutes and I'm getting a phone call from them, it's like, fuck, how do I I'm done off top.
Yeah.
But how do I do that in a nice way without having to waste more of my time thumbing through texts and shit like that? It's not my thing.
But for the average person, people are getting ghosted through business, through friendships, through dating, right? And it can be really haunting, like, pardon the pun, if you don't deal with that disappearance. Like, so many people are actually describing it as worse than death who do get ghosted.
Worse than death?
Yes, because Brian,
Death?
at
I've
least
never
with
been.
death, some
Worse
of
than
my
death?
readers are like, thank you for writing this, because at least when somebody dies, they're gone. You can grieve it properly. But with ghosting, when somebody ghosts you, you don't know if they're still around, what actually happened, how do I get closure? And I teach you to go, well, do we actually care? Because clearly you dodged a bullet. You don't want to be with somebody that doesn't know how to communicate, right? But so many people say that it really messes with their self-esteem and their confidence.
Maybe
Wait,
they got
hold
ghosted
on,
because they
wait.
compared it to death.
Wait, worse than
that's a
death,
little
like
scary.
worse than death as in you dying or someone you know dying?
Well, they're not just able to put closure to that interaction that at least when they're saying, and this is what one reader said, that when that person died, they knew that they were gone and they could grieve it. But with the person that ghosted them, they really never had the closure because they don't know whether they're still around, like what actually happened.
I think that's
I'd rather... Go ahead.
No, sorry. I think that's the issue with the whole semantics and the context of ghosting, is that we project so much expectation on this person that may even be like a parasocial relationship, like someone we've messaged on a dating app a couple times. And I think that burden is like heavy to carry. And I understand what you're saying. Like, yes, it's a very extreme metaphor, but like, I think people project so much onto getting ghosted and like what that means, like for them and for that person. For me, I've never, like personally, I don't think I've been in a situation where I've been ghosted, so to say. I think the issue is
You
that...
kind of just told us an example where you got ghosted.
Well, they texted me back like 5 hours later.
Okay. You
I've
mean
never
like
had someone
long-term,
like proverbially disappear from
And you
my
never
life
heard from
and
them
never
again?
heard from them again.
Okay.
No, I think it's just a matter of that there's very telling signs and there's pretty glaring cues of people that kind of will come at you with this angle of pursue and withdraw. So a lot of the times, like, guys will, you know, show you affection or, you know, communicate with you or give you this just enough so that you are able to project, oh, you know, a certain amount of potential with them. And then I think when that potential or that expectation isn't met, then we on the receiving end will be devastated and almost like to the point where it's like not, it's so out of scale and it's so blown out of proportion, the level of emotional investment that I think a lot of women put into these like ghosting experiences where it's like,
Yeah.
I think from the jump I can tell if someone's coming in with that angle of pursue and withdraw. I can tell if someone's gonna like, the tricks are pretty easy. They're pretty elementary. They're pretty like, you know, they think they might be able to pull one over on you, but I think it's just a matter of...
In the context of ghosting? What do you mean?
In the context of like, because the whole thing about why ghosting has such an impact, I think, on so many people is that I thought I had potential with someone. I thought I had something with someone.
Mike Davis, we're laughing at your chat. We'll pull it up in a sec. Go ahead.
I think I had this something with someone, and then when that's not met by them, when that's why I'm saying I think that the responsibility is on both people, the person that got ghosted and the person that's doing the ghosting. I don't think we should necessarily like villainize this person that's doing the ghosting, because a lot of the time the person that's being ghosted is overburdening or has unrealistic expectations. So I think expectation is kind of the key concept.
We do got to keep in mind that this is an artificial world. That we are communicating in, and speaking from, you know, someone born in the early 80s, now in 2022, the generations after, they don't really understand. They do understand, but they you know, being born into social media, born into the cell phone, there's no real time to take into account like what should you really get emotional over and what should you not get emotional over. If the interaction is not face to face and you didn't fall in love with this person face to face, or you didn't garnish respect for this person face to face, how can you feel disrespected after a certain point of, oh, you fucker, but like to like, you know,
I think it's more for people who've
adopt
actually been
misery over it.
This
It's
person
crazy.
had been in a 6-week relationship. They had met each other's friends and all of those things. And just to quantify it all, I don't agree that person should feel that way. That's why I wrote the book. There's 50 ways to deal with disappearance and to realize that you're so much better off and get the closure on your own. But as you say, we're in a world now where we feel like we're having a relationship via text, via dating apps, and we're actually not. It's not real, right?
It's not, and
I would just say, yeah.
and I just want to, ask a question for the panel, if I could. Who agrees that we live in America currently in a failed society?
I just moved here, so I don't think so.
It's pretty failed.
Yeah.
I'll raise my hand to that, I reckon. Wait, so I just want to go back to the whole, so can you just repeat that? It's ghosting is, for some people, is what? Worse than death?
One reader told me that they felt
a
that way.
Okay, a
Yeah.
singular reader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. Because
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, I think I'd rather get ghosted than have someone I
Yeah.
know die.
But we don't understand her
know?
situation. She may have, as I said, been in a relationship and felt like she was really connected to that person, and that's why it felt like that for her. But I'm suggesting that we shouldn't feel that way, that we should count our blessings.
I think if you're dating someone and they cheat on you, then you should ghost them.
Oh yeah, that's a good reason to ghost.
I think that'd be like a justified ghost.
I mean,
Even
I
if you've
feel
been
like-
dating for like 3 years,
All right.
goodbye.
Yeah.
That's like the most gangster way.
There's nothing else
It's
to
not
say.
even. Yeah, it's not even like, oh, let me. What's the word, like?
Explain or justify.
Yeah, I don't want to have an argument with you. I don't want to have a big blow up fight with you. I'm just gonna fucking ghost you. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
You can think why. You can wonder why I ghosted you. Why you've been together for three years, but yeah, I think that'd be a scenario where you could
I
ghost.
should have done that.
Yeah, what happened with you? What was the story with you?
Oh, I was dating this guy for about 5 months. There's a whole story of how I found out he was cheating. He came to surprise me for a day after he moved for like a month, and he left my house in the middle of the night, and I had his location, and I went there, and I heard him having sex with another girl from the sidewalk.
Ouch.
Nice. Good
I heard-
times.
I heard.
Yikes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you wait? So
I waited there
did you
until...
see him like through the window?
No, I
You
heard
just
it. I heard it.
You heard the audible noises.
Yeah.
Did the rhythm match up with like the rhythm with you? You said you heard the. Like, was that his pace? Like, was that? Because
I
it
don't
could have been
know.
somebody else.
Maybe it's
I
not
don't
him.
No, I waited outside. He walked out of the house.
But like, you didn't see him, and without confirming, like, if
No,
it was
he told me he did.
Was it? Oh, okay. If it
I
was
got confirmation. I got confirmation.
That's when she should
If
have
the
ghosted.
pumps per minute were like,
Well, he didn't have sex with me.
if it was off, like it could have been someone else.
Oh, I don't know.
I think you should give him a second chance.
I did.
Jubilee.
He cheated on me again.
Wow.
Oh, Jubilee. Wait, okay. All right.
So she should have ghosted him, is her
I
point.
did for a little bit.
Okay.
And then why did you take him back? Were you dickmatized?
No, we didn't really have sex. Okay, it's the whole thing.
You didn't have, wait, hold on. You didn't have sex with him, but he was sleeping with someone else. Wait, he didn't want to fuck you or you didn't want to fuck him? Or was it dead bedroom?
Well, he said he was gay at the end of our relationship.
And then you caught
But-
him cheating,
Well-
sleeping with another woman. Do you have a penis?
I don't.
Because, I mean, you said he's gay, right? So
I don't think I do.
He could be bi.
He told me he was, and then like after we watched Glee together, he was like, "I'm gay."
you watched what film?
Glee.
He's not your person.
He told me because he told me he was bi when we first started dating. He's like, if we and then we broke up in July. A few months before that, we started watching Glee, and he's like, hey, after we watch Glee, I think I'm gonna be fully gay.
Yeah.
And I thought he was joking, but after we finished it, he's like, I'm gay, and I was like,
Honestly, Glee was a sexual awakening
Yeah.
for me too. I
What-
get it.
Wow.
no, okay. He
fuck?
told me he was gay, but he cheated on me with women the entire time.
He was so gay.
Babe, he's not
That's the
gay.
gayest man
Well,
I've
I
ever
don't-
heard.
I don't know.
He's a liar.
He's so gay, he cheated on you with other women.
I know.
Wow.
Just to prove it to himself, right?
God damn.
Yeah.
That's a sad thing.
Jubilee.
And he's the one living at my mom's house.
He lives with your mom?
We've talked about this before.
It's been a while, though. You got to refresh the viewers.
Yeah, he lives at my... Well, because he told me he was gay. I was like, okay, well, we ended on good terms. And then... Yeah, and he lives at my mom's house.
Has your
in a different
mom
state.
hooked up with him? In a different state?
Yeah, in Colorado.
Why does he live with your mom?
Because that we agreed on that one. Because he lived with me. We moved there together.
Is your mom single?
Is she hot?
Is she hot?
My mom's not single. My mom has a husband. I think they're happily married.
Huh?
No, I don't think they've hooked up. I hope not. No, because when he told me he was gay, I was like, okay. We moved to Colorado, and he was like, oh, like we established that he was gay or whatever, quote unquote, whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I can't live with you anymore. So he drove me all the way back here with my dog. And then he flew back to Colorado, and then we kind of went back and forth on being friends and being not. And now I haven't talked to him in a bit. So I can't go see my mom.
Jeez. He's currently living.
He's currently there
with
right
your
now.
mom.
Well, like, yeah, at my mom's house. Like, they don't.
Why?
Because he's homeless.
So
and he's a
living
drug addict. And so if he moved out back here, he would have died. And I'd rather.
Wait,
him
so
stay
you
alive.
got him linked up with your mom, or your mom was just feeling generous and wanted to
Oh,
help
so my
him
mom's
out?
just really nice and will help anyone. There's like multiple people living in her house right now.
Multiple homeless drug addicts living
No.
in her house?
Just people that, like, there was a couple that lived downstairs in her house while she was traveling that were watching her dogs while I was there, and then they moved upstairs into my room.
Your mom has like no boundaries.
Yeah, there's also like a 16-year-old girl like living there too that like needed help.
There's like it's going from like generous to like
It's like a hotel now.
That's just wait. But speaking of your boyfriend, quasi maybe gay boyfriend,
I don't know.
Sort of thing. A girl was previously on the show. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so I was supposed to come on the show, and I couldn't because I was working. Yeah, because I was working at that time. And I saw who was on it, and I saw the Instagram username, and I knew exactly who it was right away because she had previously stalked me for months. And I don't know if it was her best friend or her really close friend, was in a relationship with my boyfriend while I was dating him and living with him. And she called me twice. And I recognized the area code because it was the same area code of the girl that he was like with. I thought they were just friends, and I found out it was a lot more than just friends. He met her while he moved for a few months during the winter season to work at a ski resort. So he met her, moved back in with me. I thought they were friends, but this girl, I recognized the area code. I showed him. I was like, hey, do you know who this is? He told me to block the number, and I was like, why? He's like, just block it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so I looked up her number on Cash App because you could find like their name. Found out her name, and I realized she followed me on Instagram the same exact time she had called me, around like the same 10, 15 minutes, whatever.
What a detective.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll go deep. And then she followed my nail account and then my main account, and then unfollowed both, and then would kind of refollow and unfollow like all my pictures, like my stories, and then unfollow. And then for months, she watched all my stories without following me. Until even recently, she followed my nail account again.
That's called orbiting.
Yikes.
Orbit.
And so she
That's a
and
yikes.
I texted her the next day. I was like, hey, like, sorry, Mr. Call, that was about work. Because I was like, let me just.
Wait,
like,
is this the girlfriend?
No, this is her friend. The
No,
girl
no,
that was
like
the girl
yeah,
that was
yeah.
on the show.
Yeah.
Her friend was in the relationship with my ex,
Okay.
and she like wasn't. She like didn't. I think she like met him.
No, but okay. So there was a girl on the show.
Yes.
Her friend was sleeping with your boyfriend
Yes.
at the time.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, but she knew everything.
And she knew you.
Yes.
Okay. So
And she
you're
had-
upset at her because she didn't tell you
She just
that
was
her
like stalking
friend.
me. It was like a weird situation. It's like, why are you watching my every move and not saying anything? And she commented on my story one time, and I saw it. I just didn't respond. But she's like, hey, like, is he there with his dog? And I was like, the dog that we got together? Yeah.
What if she thought that her friend was the girlfriend and you were the side piece?
I doubt it.
That would explain it, because she was checking up on you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, but did the girl that was hooking up with him, did she know that you were the
Yes.
girlfriend?
Yes.
And
Jubilee.
this is why she was supposed to ghost. Bye.
Jubilee.
Yeah.
Jubilee. We need some bath water or something.
Holy water.
Some holy water. Just. All right, let me get these soup chats here. All right.
I did ghost someone recently, though.
Let's see. We have Mike Davis here with the $10 soup chat. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Brandon, I can help you kickstart your business, but I'm going to need some form of alternative payment. I'll get you that dump truck, and you'll get a BBL package deal. Dump truck.
I'll take the BBL.
Bam.
There you go, Mike.
All right, Mike Davis, $10 soup chat. I love it when women ghost me. My goal was to dash and dine, hit and run. I don't want to talk no more. Glad when the problem takes care of itself. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's, who needs the whole, oh, I don't want to see you anymore. Sometimes it's good. It's just ghost. Do a ghost. Sometimes it's better, I don't need closure.
In that case, she picked up on the red flags and left.
No, Mike Davis has no red flags. Andi, how dare... I need you to apologize to Mike Davis for even suggesting that such a great man could have red flags. Here, pull up the Burger King photo,
when Mike
Eric.
doesn't like the girl, that's when he gives them off so that they can
Eric,
go.
can you pull up the burger? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
He's a cutie. He's actually really cute.
I need you to apologize to him.
Oh, yeah. I'm very sorry.
That's him. He owns Burger Kings.
Oh,
yeah.
right on.
I can tell.
He
He's
claims
great.
he doesn't, but...
No, he does.
Okay.
He says he doesn't, but he
Okay.
does.
Okay.
He does. He's trying to keep it on the DL.
Low
but-
profile.
He's the
Yeah,
king.
he's the Burger King. So, okay. Where were we? Oh, here we go. We got Stifler here. Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead.
My, objectively.
Your appearance, 1 to 10.
This is hard.
It's a number. Pick a
I have
1 through 10.
self-esteem issues.
You have self-esteem issues? Tell us about your self-esteem issues.
I'll tell you that some days it's like a 10 and some days it's a 4.
Okay. So what is it now?
I think I'm sitting at a solid 6.5.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
You know what? Self-love, 7.
Boom.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I think if you're ever going to rate yourself, you should always rate yourself a 10 because you become more attractive when you hear how a person thinks. When somebody starts to show you how they think, they're hot, right?
Sydney hates this question, but okay, so you think you're a 10. Okay, Sydney, what about you?
10.
Sydney?
I do it
I
every time.
thought you would have learned by now.
Do you not agree?
That you say a crappy lesson with it? Yeah, I've learned that part.
Okay, so you're still a crappy lesson. It's a fantastic lesson.
It doesn't
Okay, so you're a 10.
change. Yeah.
Okay, she's a 10. Jubilee?
7.
Okay.
I don't know right now because I had an allergic reaction a month ago and it still hasn't cleared up that much.
Let's just say pre-allergic reaction.
But wait, why isn't she hot with the allergic reaction?
It just messes with my self-esteem a lot and I don't really like it.
Yeah,
But before maybe a 7.5, maybe an 8.
Kiki?
No.
Okay, she declines to answer. Brandon?
A solid 8.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
I give myself
Now I just look conceited.
a 6.9 on a good day.
Oh, you guys.
I like the 6'9".
Does anybody want to revise their answer? I have some makeup remover here. We can't see that, but.
Oh, 6'9".
Huh?
So some days it's a 6, some days it's a 9. Wait, it's upside down. Wait.
No, it's not.
What?
I'm going to be an 11 if you give me that Neutrogena makeup remover because I look better without makeup
I'm not wearing any.
because I'm nearly 50
You're wearing
now.
some.
I'm wearing eyelashes.
Rate
I put them on
myself.
yesterday.
Oh yeah, she did my lashes too.
Well, that's.
And my nails.
Oh wow. Yeah. By the way, guys, Jubilee. Jubilee does nails in Santa Barbara. So if you need your nails done, fellas, Mike Davis, and you're ever in Santa Barbara, hit her up. She does a
I'll
great.
do them on the show. I'm doing them on the show.
Yeah,
next time.
I guess.
I'm gonna paint them.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
It was your idea, not mine.
Okay. So we have how many 10s at the table? 2. We got 2 10s at the table. I got a roast. Forgive me, Sydney.
And we're both from Sydney.
No.
Because her name and you're from Australia.
I'm from Sydney. It's a thing.
Nice. Okay, so you guys are 10s. So that means that there are no women that are more attractive than you. Correct?
No, because everybody, this is just showing you everybody's self-esteem. Like
Everyone's
I
a 10?
Everyone's a 10 in my books. We are all beautiful and worthy of being in love and loved and all of those things. I just think it upsets me when everybody says that they're lower than a 10. Like, come on, guys.
I mean, that's just delusion. If everyone's a 10, it's just delusional.
Well, we shouldn't be rating each other in the first place. We should be loving ourselves exactly the way we are.
Well, we all make judgment calls about people's various traits and either
and
physical
cool.
characteristics or it's not good?
No, not at all.
So you have no standards or boundaries when it comes to who you pick to date?
The guy said on your looks.
Yeah, your looks.
So
that's a huge thing for both men and women.
Yeah. I mean, there's things like talent crush, people who make you laugh. You can find somebody so attractive from so many different ways. I mean, I've dated everyone, like somebody who was paraplegic in a wheelchair to dwarfism. I don't care. I just think we're all beautiful and this shit needs to stop. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, that's a very idealistic, and perhaps you're an outlier, but the fact of the matter is that for most people, for both men and women, looks play a pretty major factor in
sad.
picking a partner. I don't think it's sad. I think you should look at other things too.
Yeah.
But
absolutely. And it's nice to take care of yourself. Don't get me wrong, I'm a health and wellness expert. But at the end of the day, our intentions and our hearts are what's beautiful. Bottom line.
I'd like to revise my answer then.
Good.
What?
I'm an 8 with a great ass. I have a really good ass, so I'm going to round it up.
A lot of good assets.
Fit check? Fit check? I mean, you can't say that and then not.
Absolutely not.
No.
Follow my Instagram.
Anyone else want to revise?
I thought you were going to revise to a 10. But okay, no, but if everyone's a 10, then...
Great, what a happy world.
Then here's the thing. If I think I'm a 10... I want to date a Victoria's Secret model.
Well, all of a sudden, everyone wants to date someone who thinks they're a 10, right? Well, your confidence is what's attractive about you. You say you're 10, I'm like, fuck, I need that guy now. Because it's your confidence that makes you hot. Yes, sir.
No, that's pride, that's ego,
Try
that's
it.
hubris.
She does kind of got a point, Brian.
No, I think you should believe in yourself.
Yeah.
But to the point of delusion
I think Sydney
pompous,
said it. I think Sydney said it one time, fake it till you make it. I mean, to a certain degree, that is true when it comes down to if you project how other people are going to perceive you based on how you carry yourself with confidence, eventually they're going to have to eat it. They're going to have to accept it because you're not giving them anything else to chew on.
It's because everything's energy.
Right.
We're all energy. So when you said I'm a 10, even though you said as a joke, I was like, I just felt that from you. Do you know what I mean? It's just, and he's talking about it with such, do you want to revise your answer?
No, I still feel like I'm honestly an
Brandon,
8.
you're a 10.
No, I mean,
come on.
Brandon's a 10.
Shake off the tattoos, grow some hair out, slick it back.
I would love to hear what all
Maybe
the viewers...
somewhere in the 9 ballpark.
No, you
You do not want to hear the viewers.
No, yeah. I don't think looks or confidence matters.
Oh, what matters? Having a driver's license?
My ass.
If you're just looking for somebody to fuck, then yes.
Wait, your ass?
Absolutely.
That's what matters? What?
But if you're looking for someone that you actually
I
want
didn't say that. Why did you say that?
You said your ass.
No, I didn't.
You literally just said my ass. Wait,
Bitch,
what?
Yes, you fucking did.
I think she drank too much of your wine, Brandon. But
it's good wine.
Okay, no, but
it's great wine.
Okay,
Let it go. It's not gonna change. No,
one
you're
of
not,
these
'cause
days,
you do this every
Sydney,
time. Every time.
Sydney, one of these days I will.
Then you can rate us. Go ahead.
No, hell no, he cannot. Hell no, he cannot.
Sydney, one of these days I'm going to be able to articulate such a convincing
Let me know when you
point
do.
and argument
Okay.
that I will be able to change your view on this.
Okay.
Here, let me try. Let me do an attempt. So, you two are 10s. Where's the magazine covers?
That's the problem with the magazine covers. In case you haven't
I've been on some Billboard covers. Does that count? It's not a magazine, but
Billboards?
yeah, for
It's a start.
for Shield. Back at home in Reno, Shields. It's like this
Oh,
huge sporting
Reno.
goods
I mean,
store.
okay.
Now hold on though, because
I'll give you
Shields is
that.
like
Sydney,
the
you're a
largest
10 in
sporting
Reno.
goods store in the world.
You're a Reno 10.
No, but Yeah, Reno's a little ghetto. But no, so Scheels is like the largest sporting goods store in the world. Well, we had the largest ones in Reno alone, but it's like in Texas and like multiple states. I got to be on that. That was cool. That was cool. I just want to throw that out there.
Okay, all right. I guess you're a supermodel then.
Thanks.
But okay, if you're here's the thing, like if you're a 10, then you don't have an accurate self-assessment of where you stand on the sexual marketplace, on the dating marketplace, in the relationship marketplace, in the marriage marketplace.
Wow.
Not for you.
Yeah, wow. Listen to where his headspace is coming from.
No, but you don't have a reasonable
Okay.
assessment of where you stand.
Good to know where your headspace is at.
Where's my headspace at?
Exactly where you said it.
What? I'm just being realistic here,
Is
though.
that where his confidence is, where he just placed his
You-
headspace?
and you date at the level of your self-esteem. You want to date a Victoria's Secret model? By the way, they're all different shapes and sizes right now.
Okay, but
So this is
are they?
We
are they doing like the fat
We are
Victoria's Secret models?
redefining
Is
beauty. Right now, we are. This is a very old conversation.
Delusion, slave mind, slave programming.
We're redefining beauty.
We are rewarding obesity is what we're doing.
Listen, health.
You're talking
healthy-
about the like overweight obese women who are.
It doesn't mean that those women aren't beautiful or deserve love.
That's not what I'm saying.
Also, a healthy body looks different on every person.
I'm sorry, but if you're obese, you're not healthy.
But you can be also fit and lean and not necessarily well.
Sure, but if you're obese, you are necessarily unhealthy.
But are you hot?
No.
Oh, we're so sorry, but that's ouch. That's yikes.
That's my personal view.
Okay,
I don't
so
find.
but isn't it? And so
sorry,
isn't it beautiful that everybody has different tastes in colors, sizes, ages, all that sort of thing? And this is what makes us so gorgeous, is because what you think's hot is different. And so when you say rate yourself, this is why I say everybody just needs to rate themselves a 10, because what we like, what you like, everyone likes different things.
But most people can probably agree.
Most.
Yes, most men don't want to date obese women, and I would say most
Wow.
women
Okay.
don't want to date obese men.
Okay.
Do you realize how unhealthy being
Okay.
obese? How's this shocking to you for someone to say that?
I'm a health and wellness coach. I've seen a lot of people who are very overweight,
Who are unhealthy.
having an amazing sex life, a very healthy relationship.
Sure.
Even more so than people who look like magazine cover models and not necessarily happy or in loving relationships.
I have no problem with people who are overweight or obese having a partner, finding love.
That's what
being
we're talking
happy.
about rating.
But that's fine. But you cannot say that someone who's obese is in good health.
I didn't say that. We're talking
But
about
that's-
rating ourselves in terms of sexual
But
attraction.
you asked if I was what did you ask if I was attracted to?
Yeah, we're talking about sexual attraction. We're not talking about health.
You asked if I was attracted to women who are overweight and obese. My
No, I
answer was
didn't.
no.
No, I didn't. But it's okay. We're all attracted to different things.
What do you want to say, Emma? Go ahead. Come on.
Nothing. I have no thoughts.
You have thoughts.
No, none.
You've got thoughts.
No, I like obese people. They're cool.
Question.
It's not. Let me just finish this. It's not. I don't dislike. I don't dislike.
Go Lizzo.
I don't have a hatred of obese people.
Canceled.
I don't find. I'm not attracted to obese women.
That's okay.
Why is this a hot take? Like,
No, that's not a hot take.
and women can have the same exact standard. I don't have a double standard on this. If a woman doesn't want to date a guy who's obese, that's totally fine.
We all have preferences. We all have preferences.
Okay. But I don't see why there's such a pushback on me having. See, this is the thing. Men are not allowed to have boundaries, preferences, and standards.
You had boundaries and you've told me what you like. And I
Yeah.
also think it's important that you have your own preference. But the point is about rating. We're all talking about
Okay,
rate
we
yourself.
can go back to rating. Sure.
That's why, in context, that's what we're talking about. And what I'm saying is the obese woman can be a 10. That's all I'm saying. And your preference and your decision is different. But that's what's so beautiful about us all, is that we all like different things, but we're all still a 10.
I mean, perhaps for some people, someone who's obese could be a 10, but there are generalized beauty standards. You can line up 100 people and they can all kind of come to a bit of a consensus over, ranking and determining someone's physical attractiveness. And I'd say if you line up 100 men, probably 90% of them are going to say, I'm not attracted to women who are overweight
I
or
think
who are
it's so
obese.
sad. It makes me sad.
Why?
Well, some of my most beautiful friends aren't a size 8, and they are stunning. And her partner, for example, is a hot.
It's a preference.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Tell you what. As soon as women start dating men shorter than them, fine.
I have.
Fine.
I have. The
I
last
have.
guy did cheated on me with his ex.
I'm 5 feet and I have.
Good girl.
No, it's not a good girl
You've dated
thing.
a guy
It's
who
like
is
do what you
4'11"? Okay, well, I mean, that's like
they're hard to find too.
0.01%
that are my age that are like shorter
percentile.
than me. Yeah, no, I know.
It's a very small percentage.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm short. I'm kind of tiny, but like, you know, like.
Okay, so
I don't know.
Okay, but you're gonna tell me that broadly speaking, women don't have a height preference for men who are taller
Everyone
than
has a
them.
different preference.
Yeah.
But you guys don't
Let
want.
her, go yell it back at her. I'm not of this.
I'm not yelling. I'm just like we're having a debate here.
I say we move on.
No, we'll continue.
You continue.
Like
You wanted debates. You wanted different opinions.
No, I'm not upset. I'm just engaging in the debate.
Good.
But
And I don't know who your audience is, but I'm sure that there are some people that are overweight, and it's important for them to understand that they're also a 10, and that's what I care deeply about.
You're not. No, okay.
Because you're basically labeling them that they should rate themselves. Whoever asked that question, they're the ones that we should be yelling at.
Okay,
'cause
so
we shouldn't be rating ourselves.
I mean, if you want to break down, if you want to break down the rating thing, we can look at face. We can look at physique. We can look at various
it's getting
factors.
worse. It's getting worse.
It's not worse. I mean, we all make these sorts of judgments. It's a natural human process.
I met a guy with dwarfism. He like, you want to break him down? He's one of the hottest men that I've met since I've been in LA. He's got the most beautiful heart. And he said to me at the age of 11, he considered committing suicide. And he is so glad that he's still around today. And that conversation I had with him on the red carpet of a pre-Emmy soiree has stuck with me now. Because that is hot. Somebody who decides to love himself and rates himself a 10 and decided not to take his life. That's hot.
Slay.
I'm not advocating people should delete themselves if they don't consider themselves a 10. But like, let's be realistic here. Most women are not going to date a guy who is a dwarf.
Whoa. Okay, that needs to stop.
What?
No, I
That's
agree with him.
most
I
women-
a general
So
statement.
here's the thing. But yes, and so if you believe that, then why not use your platform in a positive way to change that? Because that's the reason why that guy wanted to take his life at the age of 11 in the first place. Because of this conversation.
On an individual level, people are free to have the preferences, standards, and boundaries they want. Some women...
I'm not telling you to date him or die. I'm just saying consider him as an attractive person when you get talking to him.
But attraction, when you say attraction, that's something that somebody else feels.
Yep.
Nobody is owed attraction.
I know, but that's the
Nobody's
problem is
owed.
we don't give
I don't
men a
owe,
chance.
Sydney doesn't
many
owe
women,
me
I
her
know,
attraction.
But so many
Emma
women
doesn't
don't
owe
give
me
men
her.
a chance because they won't even get to know them. Just have a conversation and watch their eyes light up.
Physical right now.
We're talking about
Okay,
physical.
I just want to make sure because.
Oh my God, you guys are so.
No, well, you're like
Shallow.
it's not
Seriously.
shallow. We're also
It's
just
not
like
shallow.
we're talking here about physical, and then you're like agree with your points, but like you're coming in and you're just like, oh well, like you know this gentleman was talking about this and he almost took his life about like his heart was so beautiful. Like we're just talking like physical lines.
Okay, so you said we're shallow.
The conversation is becoming shallow. Yeah.
Do you have fake tits?
What about how before we went?
Do you have plastic surgery?
What about before we went on air? You told me to take off my jacket.
I'm not criticizing.
No, because you know what sells. You're a smart guy.
I know what sells,
Yeah.
and I put the heater on, so it's going to get hot.
Exactly, so I can take off my clothes.
You're talking. I'm not.
I'm smart. I know what's going on. I'm 50, man. Like,
okay, but
seriously,
you're accusing us of being shallow, and I'm asking if you have plastic surgery.
That you find that this to be one of my most attractive qualities.
I'm a nice guy. First
But
off.
what I'm saying is that when you get,
but if you have a BBL, it's a wrap. No BBLs for me. Natural.
let's talk about your dick.
Wow.
I don't want. I'm okay. Let's pass over that. Okay.
I am okay.
We're done here.
I think you guys are doing great bantering though. We can leave if you would like.
No, I think I'll leave and you can all talk. How does that sound?
No, but okay. You've accused. Here's the thing. You've accused me. You've accused some of the other people.
Accused of what?
Of being shallow.
I'm saying the conversation is getting shallow if we keep talking about only superficial.
But that's just the flow of the conversation. And I'm asking, you're talking about superficiality, but you have plastic surgery.
No,
I'm not saying
I don't think we should use plastic surgery against that. I think it's also an age gap thing.
Yeah,
that we're
that's exactly
all in
right.
our 20s. So yes, we are superficial and shallow.
I'm 33.
This is the wisest thing that has been
40.
said so far.
I'll be real. I'm 22. I like looks. I like things that
There's nothing
that look
wrong with
good.
that.
I like hot guys. I like hot girls, and that's the stage of life that I'm in right now. Maybe in 2 or 3 decades, I will be looking for someone with a golden heart. Right now, I'm looking for not that.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with either.
No, and you know what? She's right. It's really an intelligent answer, because when you do live a little bit more life and you go through a lot of hardship, trauma, life experience, whatever it is that you go through, you start to realize what's important.
That was the longest answer you ever got from that question, huh?
Ever.
Bruh.
Can we ask the question?
Whatever.
Can we ask the question? You know, does this depend on if people are looking for a partner or an accessory? Because
There's a difference.
There is a huge difference. So the perspective before you really start splitting hairs on this topic, are people just looking for someone that looks good, they can bring around, have sex with, and not really care where it goes? Or are they looking for a righteous partner, someone they can pair with and be with, and have all these type of
Even if you want to
energies
have,
exchanged
even
you're
if you
talking
want to have
about?
sex with someone, and you want to, and I always say do it safely, like wear protection.
If you're going to rent a car, do you want to get a beat up ride,
But
or
you
do you
can
want
have
to
the
get
hottest.
something?
I've had intimacy with somebody who is a model, but they look at themselves in the mirror when they're doing it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, it
sex?
doesn't,
I would.
so just because they're magazine cover hot,
They look at themselves having sex in the mirror?
yeah.
Like they're attracted to
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But but what I'm saying,
By the way, I
I'm
just
guilty of
But
that.
what I'm
But I'm not. I'm
Sometimes
not.
you look
what
good.
I'm saying is every single scenario is unique, right? It's like you can't just pinpoint and package it up and go, just because this person's hot, it's going to be like that, and
Granted.
this person's overweight, therefore it's going to be like that.
Right.
You just got to look at everybody in an individualistic way.
But that's how it usually starts. Is most people are looking at looks first, and then we start assessing personality and other traits
yeah,
too.
but you're saying that people don't find overweight women hot, and that's
generally,
where I'm,
yes, generally
but
speaking.
that's where I have begged to differ. Like I said, one of my best friends is not a size 8.
Okay, here, let's ask the chat. Chat.
Yeah, but that's not the
That's
world.
fine. We'll ask them anyways.
That's not your
Chat.
whole world.
One in the chat if you are not attracted to obese women. 2 in the chat if you are attracted to obese women.
The way you word it, you're getting the answer that you want, because you're calling it obese. So you're not looking past anything else.
What?
You know, one
That's
woman
the-
might have the biggest ass ever and the tiniest waist and the hottest face. Whatever you decide, like you're visualizing something that is like, I don't know what you're even trying.
Obesity is a very specific. This is almost it's medical terminology.
We went from rating to
Yeah.
obese, medically obese, and yes, there.
We were just playing with numbers.
Yeah, and he's also playing with
We
words.
just wanted
It's
to play
word
with
semantics.
numbers,
Word
and now
semantics.
we're here.
It's just word semantics, really. It's just words.
I go for look. I mean, the first thing you see is their looks. Like a personal experience. There's this guy. He was 6'9". Loved it.
There's
had a great
obviously
time.
a lot of passion behind where she's coming from. She's coming from a very passionate point of view, and I can respect that. But I think Brian generally is just, you know, black and white. You know, like I see, you know, if you had a lineup of people and you pick a date, are you going to go out of your way because you want to be a humanitarian about it and be nice and pick somebody that would be not who you really want to date?
I'm not
based
saying
on
that you don't have to date.
attractiveness?
I'm saying people want to date people who are overweight. I'm saying that people
This is-
actually find overweight people attractive.
And not
I
just
feel like
beyond a
we're-
fetish, right?
we're
not
going
talking
too
about
We're
far.
a
going in
fetish.
circles. I'm like bored of
no,
this.
exactly.
Okay, so are there people that find overweight or obese women attractive? Yes. But-
And you're only saying women. Well, how many people on this panel on your audience are actually overweight and not with a six-pack?
I don't know. We can't
Exactly.
see them.
But do I think that they're not hot and I should rate them less than a 10? No. End of story.
Great. Next
Okay,
topic. Next
great.
topic. End of story.
No, Sydney, stop.
Okay.
Okay.
He doesn't want me to have the last word.
No, I'm just going to respond. There is no last word. I'm just going to respond to what you just said. So I just repeat what you said again. Sorry.
It's all right. The listeners got it. We can move on.
No, but just repeat it again.
No, it's okay. I've said it. You can play it back.
I can't play it back, but okay. So
I'm saying that the listeners on your show don't all have six packs. And I feel that they should still rate themselves a 10 in terms of how they feel they look in terms of attractiveness, because there's someone out there for everyone. And just because they don't look like a model with a six-pack doesn't mean that they're not hot. And I can tell you right now that they deserve all the love and confidence, because everyone finds everything different. You like this, he likes that, she likes this. So there is going to be someone that actually finds that person attractive too. And that's the end of the story.
Sure, yes. There are people out there, there are people that will find someone who's, for example, obese, attractive. That's fine. But I'm speaking we have to speak in generalities here.
You're using the word obese, but I never said obese. I just said in terms of rating someone.
Okay, the way we got to it was, I said that I don't think I'd be able to score a Victoria's Secret model.
But a Victoria's Secret model is also overweight.
And then you started saying, and I'm not privy, I'm not caught up on who's Victoria's Secret model right now. I know Calvin Klein has some obese, overweight models.
Well, Victoria's Secret banned size 8 models. Since the pandemic, it was gone. No, but I'm just keeping you up to date because you said you don't know. And it's a thing.
I don't know what the
they're
woke,
not allowed.
I don't know
size
what the woke
8 models,
companies,
underweight models are no longer attractive, honey.
I don't know what the woke companies are doing with getting.
I'm telling you, I'm keeping you up to date.
The plus size models. I don't know, but I'm thinking like when I say a Victoria's Secret model, I'm talking 10 years ago. Before that, the whole let's just get plus size models thing was a thing. I'm not gonna land. Who's a fucking notable Adriana Lima? I'm not landing Adriana Lima in her prime.
She won't find it hot.
Bro, you don't. It's not about my attitude. Like it's just, it's a status thing. It's a physical appearance thing.
Let's talk about something else.
No.
We know what you like now.
I just feel like I can't even speak on this because I'm skinny.
You can have an opinion on something even if you're not. So, okay. I don't think we're going to come to a common ground on this. I'm just going to say that this is why you basically have women who are chasing after the top 10 to 20% of men and wondering why those men won't commit to those women. Because if you have women who just all think they're 9s and 10s, they think they're deserving of a guy who's a 9 or a 10. So it's just delusion. Average women are not attracted to average men.
I just told you were hotter when you said you were a 10. Just think about that.
Okay, but I consider myself like a pretty modest, humble person.
It's got nothing to do with that.
I'm never gonna say I'm a 10 because there's certain aspects of my facial features. I'm very I can articulate why I don't think I'm a 10. You're not gonna convince me that I'm a 10.
And that's why you won't be with Adriana Lima and the likes.
Okay, even if I think I'm a 10, even my self-perception doesn't change my outward-facing appearance. You can talk about The Secret and putting it out into the universe. I'm not gonna, even if I consider myself a 10, I'm not gonna be able to get every single woman. No, this is the opposite is what's wrong with the world. People having an overinflated sense of self and thinking they're hot shit when they're not.
That's ego talking. I'm talking from a real heartfelt space.
I think I'm a good person, but I have a reasonable self-assessment of my physical attractiveness and where I stand on the sexual marketplace.
Whoever you decide to shack up with, make sure she thinks you're a 10, and then you believe her.
I don't even need the girl I'm with to think I'm a 10.
Then stop rating. Bottom line. Like I said, if anyone's going to have an argument here, it's with the person who said, all rate yourself. Because that is so yesterday. Seriously, I'm done with rating.
I mean, look, you can say that, but it's a natural human process to make assessments about potential partners, potential people we're going to sleep with, potential people we're going to hook up with, a potential wife, potential husband. Maybe for you, that's fine. Maybe you want to view things in that way. That's totally fine. But we have to operate in reality here. Most people care about looks and appearance.
Okay, wait. Sorry, can I jump in?
Go ahead.
Just because I want to like turn this on its head, does anyone have like hot take 10s? Like someone you think is a 10, which is a hot take?
Well, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, who landed up having an affair with his maid. Was she a 10?
What?
I think
You're gonna rate.
She was convenient.
Yes.
There's
Wow,
a-
But you're gonna rate. But he thought she was a 10.
She was there. He was
I
horny.
think
And
there's
that's
a
a
difference
10.
between fuckable and dateable.
That's what I'm saying is like 10 could mean anything.
Exactly.
Someone might be a 10 when you're in a certain mood at a certain time and place.
Yeah, girl.
Okay, but you could survey 1,000 people and show them a series of photos of people of supposed varying degrees of
Who
attractiveness.
said Trump 2024?
You could do that, and some people, there might be some slight differences in how they rate, but most people are probably gonna like, okay, this one, she's really attractive, this one, more average. People are going to have, to some degree, a consensus.
Defo.
I mean, we can all agree, like, Brad Pitt in his prime wasn't, and even today at 58 or whatever, is an exceptionally physically attractive individual. You ask most people that, they'll say yes.
Not my type.
Cool.
Brad Pitt in his prime. Okay, what's your type?
Not blonde.
Okay. All right.
I'm a mild
She
color
wouldn't
kinda
date
girl.
Brad Pitt. Okay, in his prime. Okay.
I like blondes.
Okay. Oh my God.
We were just watching the movie Hairspray, and we both agreed that Zac Efron in that. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Zac
beautiful.
Efron in that movie.
Zac Efron in anything.
Zac Efron now.
Zac Efron in
Yeah.
nothing.
Did you see he fucking
Yeah.
butchered his looks
Yeah,
with
no, thank
plastic
you.
surgery
But
and shit?
back in 2007,
Is that true?
2006,
He got. I didn't want to cut you off. Is that true? He got plastic surgery because I saw him
something
earlier.
with his jaw.
Well,
something
he's,
happened.
right?
he's
That's what
on
I
like
thought.
fucking gnarly steroids and shit. He's got
That's what I
roid gut,
Yeah.
and his face, his proportions look kind of weird. I just want to add, I would actually date a dwarf. Just saying, I'll throw that out there.
Down.
There's some
They're
hot
hot.
ones. Oh my god, they're
down.
hot.
My
alright,
DMs
just
are
I'm
open.
down.
I would date a dwarf, so I don't want.
You got the
sure.
verified check mark. I can help you out.
Whatever has the verified.
If you know a
check mark.
dwarf, a female dwarf in Santa Barbara,
Oh, they're in LA.
okay,
LA.
tell them to commute and all.
Okay, got it.
All right, my DMs are open.
I'll send. Yeah.
My DMs are open, but yikes. Okay, I mean, but okay, what you have actually, we have some. The girls were nice enough to provide us with their dating profiles, so we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna do a review of their dating profiles.
No.
Yeah, and
You're past the bottom, dude.
but here's what's going on dating apps is, and this sort of relates to the whole rating thing, is that on dating apps, the top 10, top 20% of men on dating apps are sleeping with all the women,
Can you what does top 10, top 20% mean?
just like in terms of their appearance. Because Tinder
Wait, is there like statistics of like, I'm just confused. What do you
Yes.
mean when like, so there's a pool of men, there's a top 20 or top 10, top 20% of men
let's-
that are the hottest?
yes.
Where do I find that?
On Tinder, the top, on dating apps, the most attractive men get all the women.
There's a literal like pool of 10 to 20 of the top.
Let's say there's 1,000 guys, 1,000 men and 1,000 women all using Tinder. Let's say, so the top 10%, 100 of those guys are going to be sleeping with 800
Oh,
of the women.
yeah, I see what you mean.
800 of the women are going to be chasing after the top 100%
So there's not
of
like
those
a
men.
literal like pool of them, but there's like people that are like reaping more benefits because they're like getting more success on those apps, and it's like a
Yes.
small amount of people.
Because men will gladly sleep with women who are less attractive than them.
Right. Okay. I see.
Men will sleep down, but they won't commit to you. They'll sleep with you, but they won't commit to you because it's easy access to sex.
You listening, girls? You gonna give it up?
Well,
you wanna
I
give
do
up the
that
sugar?
too.
What's that?
I do that too.
What do you do?
I sleep with people who are like less attractive than me.
Do you?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
I regret a lot of them, but
Well, okay. What is the circumstances in which you're?
I mean, it was one of them was my childhood crush, and he's just ugly now. But I did still.
But
have
okay,
sex with him.
there's another other factor there, right?
Well, yeah, and then there's the there's 2 others who I just slept with them. They convinced me to, but they were not attractive.
Okay. Anyways,
let's stop talking about attraction.
We're moving on from the.
There's one guy I slept with him just because he was 6'9".
Well, that's I mean, a man's height is a.
UCSB baller?
Baseball.
Oh, I was going to say the UCSB basketball team has some like 7 foot.
Okay, so for women, height is an attraction trigger. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's a physical attraction thing.
6'9". That's insane.
How did he fit?
How
in the
big
bed?
was his peen?
He also was on a bunk.
Jesus Christ!
On the top?
Yeah, the top bunk.
All right.
He was like texting me. I was like,
Jubilee, you're a degenerate. You're such a degenerate, Jubilee. I'm kidding. Much love. Okay. Okay. Let's do some super chats. Then we'll react to the dating profiles of the girls on the panel. This is our first time doing that, by the way, guys. Okay. So we have, I believe, Leonardo DiCaprio. Thank you for the $10 Canadian. Jabba, you poor thing. Your beloved ex was co-opted by ominous forces. His tragic demise is a common tale. It's not an accident. Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio. Thank you for the.
hating on me.
Merci beaucoup pour le 10. I don't know how to say. Merci. Okay. Miguel Cisneros, thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it. Seems like the Aussie has really great assets. Fit check. Andi?
Oh, thank you for your compliment.
Okay.
You want to do a fit check?
All right. Leonardo DiCaprio, merci beaucoup. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Crikey, that Aussie is a milk. Who piped it down better, Tyrion Lannister or Officer Joe Swanson? Wait, what? Oh, I should get the. Wait, yo.
Can I just say, you're a genius in terms of good cop, bad cop banter. Amazing. This is why you've got the YouTube awards all around you.
Oh, thanks. Actually, wait, Sydney, could you grab something from the bathroom for us?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Could you grab that photo of in the bathroom? Well, Leonardo DiCaprio, on va retourner à ça. Eh bien, Mike Davis with the $10 super chat. I love obese people from a. Why am I still speaking? Okay, I love obese people from a business perspective. Those fatties put bread in my pocket, so I can't complain. Might have to create a quadruple Whopper for some of those creatures. Andi.
I was checking
Actually,
him out.
wait, hold on.
No, hang on a
wait,
second.
Eric,
I
pull
was
up
checking
the
him
tab.
out.
Pull up the Burger King tab really quick.
Wow.
Pull up the wait. And here we have Mike Davis. See, he agrees with you because he's a proprietor.
It's obvious.
He owns 7 Burger Kings.
He's benefiting from it.
He's benefiting from the obesity. So.
That's why I question everything.
Yes, it's the Matrix has us. Okay. So Andi,
checked him out already when I was in the bathroom.
Speaking of,
he's got
little
beautiful
persons,
eyes.
Would you have
I
sex
would love to get to know him.
Would you pipe?
Andi?
I hope that you're not making fun of this gorgeous man, and I would definitely go on a date and get to know him.
I would never make fun of someone with a crossbow. Okay.
And he is in your bathroom. Why is he there and not out
and
here?
And Peter Dinklage is a fantastic. Well, because I don't want to spoil anyone for Game of Thrones, but yeah, here it is. This is in my bathroom, and it's kind of nerd comedy. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Sydney, for grabbing that for me. Much appreciated. All right, we got. Let's just bring this back up for context. Okay. Oh wait, we got that one. Robert Gardner, merci beaucoup for the what? Oh, this is the rating from the right. 6, too self-involved, 6 cute, but not 10, 5, 4, too many tats, no offensive to guy there.
I don't know my
7,
right or my left.
I'm not sure, yeah. But Robert, thank you for the official rating of the night. Everyday Edgar, $10. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Sorry, Brian, you're wrong here. I prefer my women with type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and increased risk of stroke.
How do we know that he's not suffering from myocarditis from whatever else that's going on this day and age? So just because
Are you talking about the juice?
We're talking
about the vaccine.
What juice?
Oh, I thought. Never mind.
No.
Okay.
But there's a lot of myocarditis going around.
Yeah. Everyday Edgar, can you confirm or not if you have heart issues? Yeah, we really want to know. DJ Burnout, merci beaucoup pour le Canadien 10. Vraiment, c'est très bien. Merci beaucoup. Eh bien, it's not about overweight women. It's about overweight people. You can find them attractive, but it's down to your own preferences. That girl is just being sad.
C'est vrai, but I'm not sad.
Whoops. Okay, she is not sad. By the way, guys, get your your super chats in here, and we will get to them shortly. Okay, let's do the very excited for this. Hold on, don't pull it up quite yet, Eric.
Oh God.
Guys, we are going to review the girls' dating app profiles.
This is going to go wild.
Okay, Eric, if you want to go ahead and pull it up. Okay, so we have Jubilee here. We have Jubilee here first. This is from her Bumble profile. Okay, this is her first one. She has her pronouns in the bio there, so that's already kind of an eyebrow raise, I guess. Just kidding. I'm kidding. We got okay. She does nail artists at her home, and golden hour photo there. So her, she's not as pale.
I took that
She
picture.
doesn't look quite as pale as she does in. And you see all her tattoos. Next one, Eric. And then this is her profile. Take me to Olive Garden and you automatically win. DMs are open. Java_31.
I love
Okay,
Olive Garden.
So that means that she's honestly just trying to grow her Instagram following if her Instagram is in the thing. She's 5'6". She's a Gemini. Yikes. Not that I believe in that bullshit. She's a college dropout, apparently. She smokes weed frequently. She smokes cigarettes. She's looking for something casual, which means... I'm too slow with this. Sorry, guys.
She belongs to the streets.
And she does not want children.
No, thank you.
And apparently she likes takeout, hip-hop, country, comedy, and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want children ever?
I don't see him in my future. I love working.
Okay, and then the something casual thing.
I don't know where I want a relationship. I don't. So I'd rather just have something casual and just see where that goes.
Okay, so you just want to hit and quit it?
No.
No.
I'm in something kind of casual right now, ish.
With how many people? Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Only one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the next one. After work, you can find me getting tatted. Exhibit A over here.
I got one on Sunday.
No, yeah. Bring it back. Next one. Okay, next one. These are probably just photos at this point, but keep going. Okay. Next one. Okay. Next one. All right. And stay here for a sec. So, okay. Chat, do you swipe left? So wait, left is
no.
Left is no. Right is yes. Chat, do you swipe yes or no on Jubilee? Is that Goku on your fucking ankle or shin? Is that Goku Super Saiyan?
No.
What tattoo is that?
It's a skull. My artist designed it.
Nah, bruv, that's fucking Goku Super Saiyan level 2. Okay, chat, do you swipe left or right? Oh, the chat is saying, oh man, Jubilee, unfortunately.
It's a no.
It's a no. Okay.
I get some good
I'll
matches.
take you to Olive Garden.
Yeah,
I will take.
we're
Let's
going
get
to
those
Olive Garden.
breadsticks,
I would
girl.
swipe right.
Yeah,
Let's get one.
I'm there.
Eric, can you open one of the doors, please?
I don't know. I get some good. People love the tattoos. I don't know. That's like the one thing. That's all guys talk to me about. I'll be walking on the street. That's all people talk to me about. So.
Eric, can you go the next one? And now we have. Oh, okay. Next one.
My music.
All right. Now we have Emma here. This is her Hinge profile.
Go girl.
All right. She's got her pronouns in the bio, just in case you have questions about her gender. She's 22, 5'3". I don't know what the emojis are.
She would order for the
I
table.
would order oysters and martinis.
Okay, cool. All right, next one. She's a personal stylist. Ooh. Graduated from UCSB, putting it to good use. From Marin County, that might be a red flag. And this is her. What is photo? What's going on here?
I'm in a Rolls Royce with the stars on the roof.
Your sugar daddy?
No, actually, my best friend Talia. Shout out Talia
She has
if you're
a Rolls
watching.
Royce.
Her sugar daddy does.
Her sugar daddy.
Of course, the truth reveals itself.
It's
Okay,
not mine.
but it's your friend's sugar daddy's.
Correct.
Okay. Next one. Go ahead. Do you only hang with guys who have roles? LOL. And then you responded yes. Okay. She's got memes on her dating profile. Next one. I'm looking for an absolute lover boy. Okay. And then this is you at looks like a little event. Doing the over the shoulder, little cute little look there. Okay. Wait. So when you say you're looking for an absolute lover boy, what does that mean?
Someone who's obsessed with me.
I don't really get that from the lover boy thing, but okay, you're
Like
looking for
a
someone
lover boy, like someone who's just like in love with me, worships the ground I walk on.
From the jump?
I don't know. Eventually.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do the let's do the next one. Okay, IG.
That's my Instagram.
Emma, how do you say your last name?
Hanako. Like Hanukkah, but with an O, it means flower girl in Japanese.
So you're half white, half Japanese?
I'm Japanese, Irish, American.
Okay, rock and roll, rock and roll. Is your dad is
Irish American.
And your mom's
Japanese.
But wait, are your parents still together?
No.
Did you revert to your mother's last name?
Hanako is my middle name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not your last name. Okay.
No, yeah. I go by my middle name because nobody can pronounce, spell, or say my last name.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next one, Eric. Wait, actually, hold on. Stay on this one. So the IG thing in the dating bio.
Yeah.
When I see that suggests to me you're just trying to get some followers.
No, I don't have that many pictures up, and I have like, a bunch of pictures on my Instagram, so check me out there.
I like to stalk. I feel like guys do too.
I think it's really important for people to actually present their other forms of social media to ascertain whether the person's a fake profile or not, because you could be chatting to someone on a dating app and not realize that they're not even real. So at least she's being transparent, and you can check her out and see she's a real person.
And I rather talk in the DMs than like on a dating app.
I look better on Instagram too. This is just, 5 pictures and 2 memes, so.
Okay. All right. Next one, Eric. And a picture, this could be us. Okay, so are you the cat or
I'm the
are
kitty.
you
I'm the
dog?
kitty.
You're the kitty.
She's a little spoon.
Yeah.
Okay, good
me.
to know. Good to know. Go ahead. Or wait, sorry. Stay on this one. Or actually, can you go back? I don't know if you can go back. Fuck, I don't know the code for it. I guess you can go out of F11, and then you can, go put it back on like one of her photos, I guess. So we'll ask the chat. Okay, here we. I mean, they're already.
I don't think the chat could handle me, to be fair.
Okay, chat. Do you swipe yes or swipe no? Do you swipe left or swipe right? I think on Hinge it's X.
Yes or no.
It's X or heart. So yes or no. Chat. Do you swipe yes or no on Emma?
Wait, is it yes or no or left or right?
Left is no.
Left is also a no, just because Hinge is a bit different, but. God damn, y'all are brutal.
Oh my god.
Oh,
there's a couple
no.
rights.
I thought I was gonna find the love of my life in this chat.
Oh, man.
My heart's broken.
Your heart is broken. Unfortunate.
Where am I gonna find my lover boy now?
That's a good question.
Not here.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, we have Sydney here.
Yeah.
Big Sydney in the house. Sorry,
That's a gorgeous
I didn't mean it
photo.
like that.
Thank
but
you.
big dog, Sydney. Okay, Sydney. This is her Tinder. So we're doing a hat trick here of all the different dating apps. Gym junkie, always down for random adventure. Oh, well, I think this will be in your bio. So next photo. Sydney, actress at Actress, goes to UCSB. What year are you?
This will be my last year.
Okay, tilt the microphone up towards you just a bit.
This will be my last year. And also, I did just take it out of my bio a few days ago, but
Yeah.
it used to say like I like dates just at the end.
You
Just-
like dates?
I like dates. I think they're fun.
Okay. So she's a gym junkie. She's always down for random adventures, whatever that means. She's a sports photographer, and she includes her Instagram. She does not pet free. I don't know if that's you dislike pets or you just don't have any pets.
I'm not a crazy pet person.
Okay, that's fun. And her interests, Netflix, travel, foodie, movies, and her anthem, some dude I don't know. Okay. Next one. Okay. Filter. All right, next one.
That was the only one a long time ago.
Okay, that's her next photo.
What's the-
All right, next one. Okay, next one. That's you taking a gym mirror selfie. Next one. Next one. Next one. I think this is the last one, so
Yeah.
we'll pause here. repping the whatever background there. So guys,
I've seen that picture.
That needs to be the first photo.
Cute.
left or right? Do you swipe left or right on Sydney? Yes or no? Left or right? Yes or no on Sydney, or Thickney as she's sometimes called
Hold
in
on.
the chat.
Let's back that up.
What?
What was that?
That's what they call you, Thickney.
When has anyone called me that?
That's what they call you.
What the hell? I've never heard that.
Everyone in the chat is always like, Brian, bring Thickney back.
That's
on."
what they call me?
You're Thickney. I mean, have you seen
compliment.
yourself?
Oh,
It's a compliment.
shit. I didn't know I was called that.
You're
Damn.
Thickney. It's
All
your
right.
official name. Okay, well, it looks like you're getting some yeses, so
Better than us.
A lot of thick knees, apparently.
okay, rock and roll. Okay, so we have next one. All right, we have Andi's profile here. What dating app is this?
I forget. No, just kidding.
I've just never been
It's
on
called
this
The
one.
League.
The League. All right, so Andi, 49, Beverly Hills, 5'7". I'm not your average unicorn. Okay, and often get told I look 15 to 20 years younger. Okay, wellness is my life.
And then because it's this like League app, it just automatically takes everything from your LinkedIn profile.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. I only just screenshot one photo for you.
Okay, and then next one.
There's no photo. It just goes into bio.
Yeah, we'll see the bio. Go ahead, Eric. Oh yeah, there's not much else there. Okay. So yeah, go back to the other one. And there's just two for this one. All right. Okay, so you're not your average unicorn.
Yeah, because the thing is, we're all unique, but I feel like I'm really unique in terms of I'm obviously older but look younger, and so my energy's much younger as well, and I do attract younger men, and they just match my energy. I haven't dated somebody. I haven't actually dated somebody my own age ever in my whole life. Yeah.
Even so, you have a kid, correct?
Yeah.
So
I took some MILF.
hold on. But were you married to?
Yeah, I've been married before, but anyone that I've ever
How many times have you been
with-
married?
Once.
Okay, just once.
But anyone that I've ever been with
Was younger than you?
was always younger.
By
and
what was the closest age gap?
probably the closest is 5 to 6 years, and
Like the
the
closest?
largest age gap is 22 years.
Wait, so hold on. When you were 18,
No, I'm not telling you when that gap was. I'm just saying that
but when you were like 18, you said you've never dated anyone older than
I didn't
you.
start until I was 22.
You didn't start dating until you were 22.
I didn't have anything intimate until I was 22.
Okay, oh, so you lost your virginity at 22.
No, I lost my virginity when I was sexually assaulted when I was 8. You pushed, I told.
Okay, all right. So
I'm not your average unicorn. Yep. Bump, bow. No sound effects for that one, is there?
But okay, so most of the men that you date are younger than you.
Yeah, and I think giving you a little bit of that history, because obviously I've had to do a lot of deep work and, some growing and evolving around the very sad act of being a survivor, it does attract people who are younger than me, not just because of what I've had to go through, but also because of how I look. I look younger, I act younger, and I attract younger. I just haven't met anyone that's my age that has the same energy.
Oh, hold on. Why? I don't know why we were still on that. Wait, did we do?
No.
Nope.
Oh yeah, we should have. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the monitor, guys. But did we do swipe? Did we do the swipe thing? You guys saw it. Swipe left or swipe right?
I don't think it's appropriate to talk about after a heavy thing, but yeah, that's the reality.
You brought it up.
Well, of course, because this is a show about, it's live, you've got to be real, and it's been a very difficult life journey, but here I am, and I think it's half the reason why I'm aging slower, because I've been able to deal with trauma and turn my trauma into wisdom.
Okay, so the unicorn thing, though, let's talk about that. So you're a unicorn.
I think that just answers it, though. It's just basically, it's my way of describing that I'm different, and we all are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's the definition of a unicorn in like Urban Dictionary?
It's like sexually oriented, isn't it?
Is
well,
it?
no,
I didn't know
there's
that.
the unicorn thing where it's like someone looking for a third in their threesome.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But that's not what I'm talking
wow,
about.
there's different
Because of the
interpretations.
horn. Maybe they're horny?
What the?
I don't know.
I know that, I think it's like Scotland or something. That's their like national animal. I don't remember where.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Scotland?
there's I don't
What?
know if it's Scotland or not, but there's somewhere with the national animal of a unicorn.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Okay. Anyways, whatever. Unicorn. Okay, that kind of ties into
I guess
the whole
everybody
tent
has
thing,
a different definition of how they describe themselves, because, Emma was saying what that meant for her. Remember when you was
Being horny?
No, not.
Oh.
Are you horny right
No,
now?
I thought we were talking about
Anyone?
the unicorn.
It's okay if you are.
No.
She's had some
We
wine.
did-
It's okay.
She's wine drunk. Okay.
No, I just thought we were talking about the unicorn and what it
No,
meant.
when she said lover boy, like her
Oh,
definition
yeah.
of lover boy is different to my definition, to your definition, and my definition of unicorn's about being really unique and different.
Totes.
Totes my goats. Good times. Okay.
I've never been more confused on this show. This is my 4th time on, and I'm struggling to keep up. Just a little bit.
You drank too much of the wine, Sydney.
I only drink water.
How dare you? Okay, so we have a video from Andi. We have a video from your TikTok we're going to react to. Don't worry, it's a good one, I think.
Where'd you find that so quickly?
It's on her TikTok. If you, Eric, can you pull up the video and play it?
By the way, I hardly.
There's 3 common mistakes that people.
Oh yeah, this one's good.
Ooh, I'm excited. I need to learn.
I hardly use TikTok, but I'm trying
that people
to.
make on their dating
her
app
up there.
profiles. Don't ever put, if you can make me laugh, then we'll get along. It's not about what the person can do for you, but rather what you can actually contribute to the relationship. What are you bringing to the table as well, instead of always looking for what they can give to you? Don't start off the conversation with a compliment about their aesthetics. People feel more connected and drawn to you when you give them a compliment about their character. And that's what we're all looking for now, real connection. Don't waste hours, days or weeks chatting to someone that you haven't even ascertained if they're a real person. Always suggest a video call to make sure that not only they're not a fake profile,
Yeah,
but also that
catfish.
you do have connection before meeting up.
No.
It's so true, though. One of the, audience said something like, just because you go to their Instagram doesn't mean that they're a real person. That is so true, because a lot of people make fake Instagram profiles too, to try and pretend that they're a real person. So you have to pick up the phone and do a video call with them, and every dating app always has that now. And then you don't have to give out your phone number, so you can feel safe.
Snapchat's fine too.
Huh?
Snapchat?
Yeah,
Snapchat.
Personally, I'm not FaceTiming someone before the date.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not, I only FaceTime people that I'm very comfortable with, but before a first date, I'm not FaceTiming anyone. I feel like that's what the first date is for. And I don't know, I always have these certain Tinder rules, but public place, not nighttime, no hiking, shit like that. But I'm not FaceTiming somebody before I go on a date with them. I don't want to go through that. That's a little bit awkward. I'm just not. That's not for me.
Did the full video play, by the way?
Yeah.
You watched the full thing? Okay.
We saw
Yeah, that's not for me.
We're just talking about how to ascertain if they're a fake profile on a dating app before you meet up, and you could just video call them. And Sydney was saying she doesn't like doing that. She likes to be the surprise when she meets them in real life.
Well, not necessarily a surprise. It's just like it's awkward enough to have a first date, and like you can vibe off of that. I'm not gonna like prop my phone up and have a conversation with a person like that. I don't even like doing that with some of my friends, let alone a guy.
I agree with
I'll
you.
try to
that
FaceTime Sydney and it's
I don't
declined.
answer
yeah,
you.
so all the other stuff, I mean, I actually agree with you pretty much on everything in the video. I don't like to do, before a date, I won't do a FaceTime, but I'll try to get their Instagram so I can see their Instagram.
Because you
And
can
then
tell if it's
I'll
pretty
do a
fake from
phone
that.
call. I like to do a phone call, but FaceTime, that's kind of weird. I'd rather the first time like we see each other, that's face to face. But I'll do a phone call before a first date.
So if I have their Snapchat, they send me a picture or whatever, then I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
I mean, most of the time just statistically speaking, it's unlikely that in any given scenario you're getting like catfished or it's like a fake. But a phone call, and when, at least for me, if it's a woman's voice, like
you're fine.
I'm probably
what if it's an obese woman?
I'm probably
Ryan?
okay. Then I'm in trouble.
Then you gotta find out.
That just reminded me of something. When a few years back when I first came to America, I went on Tinder. I matched with this amazing looking guy with a six-pack. He was a violinist, a professional violinist. And the guy that I was staying with said, don't you actually want to bring him to the house so I can check him out before you actually meet him? And I was like, good point. I'm going to make him pick me up here so that you can meet him and we can suss him out for half an hour. So he came over and he was actually very overweight. He did not look like his photos. And I remember at the time, like, looking at my friend going, wow, like, because people put old photos of themselves or filters, but old photos is a whole thing as well. I still went out with the guy and we ended up dating, had the best time. I didn't even care what he looked like because, like, he was the hottest violinist, sexy, tall, whatever. Okay, so he didn't have a six-pack anymore. Wasn't a thing. But I'm just saying, make sure that you're okay with the person not looking like their photo. And so that's why it's really good to just do a video.
Wait, so he looked much different than how he did in his photos?
So
well, I mean, besides you not caring that from a physical perspective, to me, that's like a deception there that on its face, on its own, is kind of like...
But because he rocked up to the house and had like a half-hour chat with my friend, I thought that was being honest and real too. So I think it was a bit circumstantial. I kind of gave him 10 points for that.
All right, you gave him a pass on the catfishing. But, whatever.
And I asked him about it and he said he was on some kind of like, I don't know, those meds that make you shredded and stuff. And I'm like, good on you for not doing that shit anymore.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
I mean, I kind of understand that. Like, I've been on like those dates. Like, when I moved to Santa Barbara a year ago, like I was bodybuilding, and so like I was a lot like slimmer then than I was now. What?
Nothing.
No, I was bodybuilding for a year when I first came out here, and then I like hit college, and I was like, I can't do that anymore. But then I don't know. I can understand like the whole like getting to know a person before you go on the date. Like the other night, I like had a phone call with someone, but like FaceTime is just like, it's just awkward. I can't like that. I feel like that's what the first date is for, you know, that way you do it in a public place at a restaurant and then you always like text your girlfriend like an emoji to call you and get you out of there. I've definitely had to do that a few times.
I was on a date like 2 weeks ago. You know everything happened, and I knew exactly what he looked like. Everything was cool. He was really attractive, and I met up with him. His personality was too much. It was like a lot, but he was really attractive, but I still like didn't talk to him anymore because it's his personality. Like, we just did not vibe right. But he was attractive, but that didn't matter to me. I was like, his personality was just off. So you could still be attracted to someone, but their personality is just like, no.
How was he being too whatever?
I don't know if he was nervous or what, or that's just his personality, but he didn't really let me get a word in, and he was just talking a lot and kind of just about the most random things.
He didn't let you get a word in because you're pretty talkative.
Yeah, I know.
So.
That's what I was thinking. But he kind of just started talking about the most random things ever. And
like what?
Just anything that was on top of his head. Like, and they're just like talking out loud, like thinking out loud.
He must have been nervous.
Yeah. But.
Then, yeah, I mean, that's definitely a yikes when the person's just, all they're doing is talking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I talk a lot, but I was just surprised that, like, he seemed like cool. We were texting for days before then, And then, but my main point is that you can still think someone's attractive, but personality-wise,
You know what though? I think men might fall into talking too much because a lot of men's experiences on a date is they show up and the conversational burden falls on the guy. Like, yeah.
I talk a lot, so it's never a problem for me.
If I show up on a date and I do what most girls do, which is just show up, if I didn't say anything, the girl would not say anything, and it would be an awkward silence.
But do you think that's because he's a good communicator?
Problem.
You're a good communicator, though. Maybe they're expecting that from you because they know you're a good communicator.
Am I though?
I go and I talk
You're
a
10.
lot. I talk a lot, so I was surprised that he like would not let me get a word in. And like everything was fine. Like he like got me some Chick-fil-A. I was like fine with that.
Yeah.
But also it was like raining, so we couldn't really do a lot. But
I honestly like it if the girl's just talking the entire time.
That's
yeah.
my problem.
I rather talk.
It's like at the end of the date, I'm like, God, it was so great. Like, oh, what's he like? I have no idea. I talked about myself the entire time.
And I was just like talking about his friends. It was just like a weird date, and then we just didn't talk after that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you guys hooked up then?
No.
No. He got you Chick-fil-A.
He did.
That wasn't enough to seal the deal.
No.
Jabba.
Love me my Chick-fil-A though.
Okay. What was the first part of the video? It was something about standards, right? Oh, it was like people in their dating profiles, they often list, here's what I'm looking for, here's what I want.
If you can make me laugh, then we'll get along. A lot of people do put that. They're like, make me laugh, and then we'll be an item.
It's like, what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
Like, you should be advertising yourself instead of saying,
what can you make me do?
Here's what I want. Instead, you should say, here's how I'm cool.
I'm going to contribute this.
I mean, I said take me to Olive Garden, so.
Yeah.
I've gotten offers.
Is that, are you memeing or is that legit?
No, I love Olive Garden. I really want to.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
Hold on.
Oh, she's very serious.
Hold on.
I'm really serious about it.
You're telling me you like Olive Garden?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I love it. It's so good. They've never ending pasta right now. I'm not changing my mind.
Okay. All right.
I'll make her drive me there.
If you say so. Okay, so question. Let's speak a bit about standards, right? Who do you think has more unrealistic standards, men or women? Let's start over here with you. Actually, let's start with Brandon. No, wait. Let's do the girls, then we'll do Brandon. Go ahead.
I want to do Brandon.
I don't want Brandon.
I kind of want to hear what he has to say.
Huh?
I kind of want to hear what he has to say.
Actually, we can on this one.
A lot of people want to hear what I got to say.
A lot of people want to do Brandon.
So first and foremost, right? Everybody's talking about this fake, artificial world of communicating via your cell phone, your laptop, whatever. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fucking fake. There's real people on there posting stuff. They may have actually went to a place and took the picture, but in general, anybody can fake a life they're having online.
Oh, yeah.
So to sit down and have a real conversation about real values and real things that people are interested in or not interested in, going off a demographic of fake, an artificial world that people can create and make whatever they want, does no one justice. And you're never going to find an answer, and that's why you go around and around in circles over it, because there's no real way to get any kind of justice out of being real from a fake platform. Some people are real about their shit, but 90% of the people are fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that for me is a turnoff. It's a turnoff. It's not real. I'm not interested in it. You know what I'm saying? And there's people dropping chats. I'm sorry, but I had to read a couple of them. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it for me, man. I mean, when it comes down to social media, it's fake. I don't take it serious. When I came out of prison and people were texting me, man, don't text me. I don't like that. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you serious, or was that an insult? Was there a smirk behind it? So for a lot of people and people that take life, serious, but not so much themselves, that's a hindrance. You know what I mean? And yeah, there you go, Jerry Arctic. Fake, fake, fake. You know what I'm saying? So don't expect realness out of something that's fake. and something that's a platform where everybody can go and just shit in it and make whatever they want to be true and lie about who they are and lie about where they're at, and you're going to get the majority of that on social media. So to try to pull realness out of that, wasting your time.
Are you talking about like dating apps or what?
100%. Dating apps, the majority of social media. I personally follow Sydney. I like her posts. I think they're very authentic. I think they're real. I don't think she's putting too much on her posts and stuff like that. And that's why.
I just don't know how to edit. I'm not a technology person. I can't edit for shit. So,
Well,
thank you.
Personally, I'm glad that you don't, because if you did do stuff like that, I probably wouldn't follow, because I'd see right through it. Like, oh, she's just being like every other girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you.
But I don't see that, particularly from her posts. So don't expect something real out of a platform that's fake.
Word.
Not not that everyone that's on there is fake. I'm on there, but the majority, anyone can lie about it, and who's going to know? You know, so.
Yeah, Sydney's a real one. She's been on the show 4 times.
Thickney's a real one.
All right.
Thick knee.
Let's not
Hey,
make that.
Yo, chat, can we get just thick knees in the chat?
No, that's all
I
right.
want to see the chat spam thick knee. Okay. So just going back to the question, so who do you think has more unrealistic standards, men or women?
I mean, I know for myself, I have pretty unrealistic standards just because I saw my parents' relationship and it was really, really bad. And I've just based my standards off of that. So I know they're very, very high and much higher than the people I've talked to. But I think overall, like, I don't know, women tend to have higher standards.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I kind of like that because guys kind of suck.
What?
And, like,
You're going to have to qualify that statement. What do you mean guys kind of suck?
the last few guys I've like talked to, the last one in particular, I really am having some stuff with him. I really don't. Yes. He led me on for like 4 or 5 months and was like saying, oh, I want a relationship with you. Like, you're so amazing. And his parents came into town to meet me, and so did his grandparents. And then 3 days after that, he ghosted me for a week and then he called me and told me he didn't want a relationship. And then I found out through one of his best friends that he was fucking his ex.
What was this after he ended things with you, so to speak, or before?
Before.
But before, had you guys had a conversation about being monogamous and exclusive?
Yeah,
okay.
We were like, yeah, we're not in a relationship. Like, I'm not fucking anyone else. You're not fucking anyone else. We want to keep it that way.
And that was overt communication.
Yeah.
You guys had that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the last guy. Then you said there was a couple more that.
Yeah, they were. They just cheated on me a bunch. And
Okay.
I mean, that was kind of. I like to say it's my fault because I kind of, I guess, let them do that. I stayed with them after they did that. And was like, yeah, no, it's fine. Just, like, if you're going to do it, like, please, like, tell me if you do. Because I kept on finding out through other people, and I didn't fuck with that.
That's a yikes.
I know.
That's a yikes. Okay. Could it be possible that it's happened to be the guys that you've just, I mean, those are the guys you've chosen.
Oh, no, I go for assholes. I've noticed that. That's a pattern. I go for assholes.
Should we ask
on
the question?
accident.
Should we ask the golden question, Brian?
Go for it.
Why is it for the majority of girls, why is it that when you treat girls like dirt, they stick to you like mud?
They feel like they can't do better.
I mean, you just admitted, though, that you go
Not that I agree with that, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Well, I mean, I feel like personally, like when they like tear you down enough, like you genuinely feel like you can't get out and you can't do better, so you stay and you handle it because you're like, oh well, like no one else will put up with me like that.
But you're also attracted to guys who are like that from the jump too.
It's scary.
So it's not
I don't
like
know why.
So okay, you said all of them were assholes.
No. Yeah. That's
were,
like a
were they
blank.
Exciting?
They were just very, very charming at first. Like,
Okay.
way too charming, and I didn't see through it. I really
Okay, too
should've.
charming. What else? What other traits?
Were
they good looking or?
Yes, very.
Very good looking.
Actually, the short dude I was talking about earlier is one of them.
Okay, he's a Chad.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Short king Chad.
He's an asshole. But
Okay.
Yeah, they're really charming.
Dickmatized? Dickmatized too?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like super charming, and they're like exactly like you. Like their
What?
personality.
Like me?
No. Like
Wait, what? Hold
like
on.
if
You
I'm
did
talking
just say like me, right?
No, like me.
Wait,
like,
but you said like you. Are you talking about me?
No, me. Like, okay, if you're talking
They
to
flatter you down and tell you what you want to hear. Mirror your
Oh,
actions.
okay.
Compliment you by
like,
behaving like you. Yeah.
Okay.
No, not
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a term for when men treat the women so small, like what Sydney was saying, and then they stick around. It's called gaslighting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But women also stick around when men treat them nicely too.
You just play.
I think a
devil's
lot of
advocate,
girls
don't
that
you?
have a big
Back and
ego
forth.
like that. They like the challenge because most guys simp for them. New word in my vocabulary, that in cap. They kind of just bow down to their shit. But someone who kind of really treats them off because no one else gives them any kind of challenge, they kind of welcome that. Like, ooh, really? Like, okay, like I gotta get over on this guy because he's treating me differently, like dirt, than all these other guys that just bow down to my shit.
Right.
So there's a character flaw from the gate. So to try to pull reason out of something that's flawed from the gate, you're going to go in circles. It's insanity.
And sometimes it's just that beautiful dance between like the cat and mouse as well.
Especially when you're younger or dealing with a younger vibe. Yeah, it's the life is caution to the wind, whatever. So, but ego is the base of a personality that thrives off that. Ooh, is that a challenge? Is it? So you're saying I'm not all that? Like, let me prove you wrong. Let me make you behave the way these other 10 guys behaved by the time I was done with them. And when you don't break and man, fuck you, or you just not,
And that is desire. That's what creates desire.
That's toxic as
It's one ego banter after another, and you're never going to come to a healthy relationship with that being. In my opinion, you're not.
Okay. So you're saying when it's like really bad, you're treating them really bad.
Definition of toxic. The sex may be fucking great, right? But if you guys try to sit down and have a conversation, a decent dialogue, having dinner or with friends, there's always an argument. One person's belittling the other one.
Yeah.
It all comes from that who's got the power. Whoever, it was in a movie, right? In any relationship, it's sad, but it's true. Whoever cares less has the most power in a relationship. Whoever's the one that's like, well, fuck you more than the other one, they have the power. And I think that's where a lot of that, treat them like dirt, they stick to you like mud, especially if they're insecure or they've had a couple relationships where they got cheated on. And well, what did I do? How did I fuck up? They're not going to say that, but that's how they feel, and their actions towards that person they're with, they're playing that game with, is going to reflect on how they've been hurt, how they've been
Yeah,
offended.
I agree that.
There's also definitely, like, Brandon, like, I don't know if you've ever had an instance where, like, maybe a girl's been acting up, let's say, and you check her, and then she's, like, turned on. Like, she becomes more attracted to you when you check her. And sometimes they'll do that shit intentionally to fucking test you.
Girls do that.
100%. 100%.
But it's like, to me, that's like, you want to be put in your place.
Subconsciously, women. Okay, so way back in the day, and not that I'm
hot.
campaigning for it.
Turned into
I'm sorry.
It turned
Caveman.
into hate sex.
Sorry,
Can you
I
guys-
had to say it.
Can you guys just be well-adjusted
Back
human
to the
beings?
caveman day. Back to the caveman days. What did they do? They took the woman, beat her over the head with the club, drug her in the cave. I texted you about this. Right?
Goddamn.
They drug her in the cave, made her his. Not that that's where shit's supposed to be or where it needs to be, but genetically, women have a programming in their mind where they're expected at some point to be dominated, whether it's in the bedroom, being slapped, choked, whipped, all that shit, or, hey, check, you know what? Don't, like, verbally check them, maybe not embarrass them or belittle them, but fucking put them in their place. Subconsciously, I feel women desire that. And
He's kinda not wrong.
And if women don't get it in a dialogue, in a social dialogue, they're going to get it in the bedroom. They're going to get fucking dominated one way or the other, or they're just not satisfied, period.
It turned into hate sex.
Caveman slay.
A1.
Yeah, we're taking it back prehistoric.
No,
I guess.
I'm not saying that like this is what should happen. This is right.
But it's what the cavemen did, so we should do it.
No, it's not. It's not really what we should do. It's genetically.
But it's in our minds. We can't get rid of it.
Right. It's.
I can't
stuck
unprogram my
with it.
cave woman mind.
You can't.
I just want to get clubbed.
Brandon, can I ask you a question?
You want to be dominated.
Oh wait, you were talking to them. when you drink.
I don't know. Do you want to be dominated?
No. Wait.
Brandon he does.
He loves it.
He just came out in the last part.
What? I was gonna ask. Totally, fucking derailing the conversation. By the way, I like how classy this wine is here. When you drink the wine, do you take? Is your pinky out? Like, how do you do it?
I could.
How do you do it when you drink?
Just
do a little pinky out.
Whiff, a little sip.
Oh, classy.
Warm up.
Okay.
You guys need to get a room now.
Whoa. Hey.
Take Kiki with you.
Oh, jeez. Devil's threesome if there's ever been one.
Back to being dominated.
What about women who like to dominate men?
Not
Oh
my
my
tango.
gosh.
But
I've done
I
it.
feel like Sydney wants
That
to
happens.
just like put on a black spandex suit and just dominate
Are
dudes.
you programming her?
I get that impression from her. Right, Sydney?
No.
How do you girls feel about what I said? Can I ask that question? How do you feel about what I said? Do you find it offensive, or do you think there's truth behind
let's
it?
start. Emma, what's your take on
what?
Brandon was saying?
Specifically?
How
Yes.
women genetically have it, and they're hardwired. At some point, they need to be dominated, even if they resist it. Like fuck, man, pro women. Like I'm all for it, whatever, women power.
Sure.
But at some point in time, they're not going to be satisfied unless they're dominated, either socially or in bed.
Okay, but what is that based in? Based on like, you're saying based in biology and like evolution? Why is it something that we have hardwired in us?
Right. Do you think that's an offensive point of view for a guy to say, or do you think there's some truth to that?
I don't think I'm not personally offended by it, and I see where you're drawing that from. I just don't think, I think there's quite a logical fallacy behind that. I don't
Explain
quite
that
follow.
fallacy, just briefly.
I would say that there's a lot of things that back in caveman days we were hardwired and programmed for that
That was a very loose analogy,
right? But in terms of evolution and how society has advanced, like there's a lot of things that we've outgrown. And I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, sure, we have very primitive urges, the urge to procreate, the urge to, survive. All these things are basic survival instincts. I would say, as generally speaking, I don't think that I can confidently say every single woman has the urge to be dominated.
No, just you.
Personally, I prefer a man that's dominant. But again, I would say that with my personality, I'm pretty abrasive. So I kind of like to be, the boss. I kind of like to run the show.
Pull your dick out sometimes and like to wave it around. Okay.
If it's
Mine's
a big
always
dick
bigger.
contest, I'm winning.
Okay.
I think I can put a man in his place just as much as he
But
can
when
put
you're
me
in the
my
bedroom,
place.
if you meet a guy and he's not willing to choke you
That's a
or
yikes.
pull your hair
Right.
or get very
I think
physical
I'm very
with you,
bossy, and I like to boss guys around.
In the bedroom?
No, and then in the bedroom. That's the only time where I'm not.
I don't know if we should clap for the
Point
first
proven.
part though. Oh, okay.
second part,
Yeah.
the latter, yeah.
Second part, fine.
That's keeping it.
First
That's
part.
the cat and mouse
Thank you for
dance
that.
that he's talking about. That power play, that dance.
Isn't
for
that where the
desire.
word game comes from? He's got no game. She's got no
Yeah,
game.
because
This
it
is
is
the
a
game we're
game.
talking about.
It's the game that we're talking about, absolutely. I think, if I can say for myself, I think the best intimacy has been because as I was healing as a survivor, I needed to be the dominatrix to feel safe. So I was really enjoying myself in that moment, and that's probably why I attracted like younger partners who didn't have baggage and all that sort of stuff. And personally, I don't like to be choked, but if I'm in a safe and healthy relationship that's respectful, a little bit of slapping, all that sort of stuff's really healthy. And that, I think the best times I've ever had is where it's a mutual exchange.
Okay.
And can I just say, sorry,
Go
I saw
ahead.
something. I think even going one step further is this psychology where the man actually allows the woman to feel like she's in control, but really he's the one that is. I kind of think that's what's
I
hot.
saw something that said like how it's always like a joke about like, oh, like he wears the pants. Like one of my girlfriends said like he wears the pants, but I sew them.
Or what about, doesn't matter
Women
where.
don't really sew anymore.
I do.
Get
I sew.
well.
What, really?
Yeah.
Thread and needle. Sure.
Huh?
I mean, not very well, but
I took home ec
Oh, wow.
in school.
Wow.
I cook, I clean.
What about it doesn't matter where you
I
get your
lived with
appetite
you.
from as long as you eat at home? Have you heard about that one? On the basis of flirtation? It doesn't
Sounds
matter.
like cheating to me.
What'd you think, Sydney?
I zoned out a little bit about the
About what I said about how women genetically.
Yeah, no, I mean, personally, like, I do prefer, I'm trying to figure out my words. I do prefer, like, a guy that's a little bit more on the dominant side, just because, like, I am bossy and I am controlling, and I've, like, come to terms with that. But I do definitely like to kind of be put in my place in a way, because, like, if, like, I have ADHD, like, I'll just, like, spiral, and if I'm not, like, like put in my place, it, like, makes that difference, you know? And then it's also that, like, safety factor. Yeah, so, like, it gives, like, a sort of, like, protection and a sort of safety.
So there's
like
a right
check
way.
me, but just as quick I can check you.
There's a right way. Agreed. There's a right way for a guy to go about it, and there's a wrong way for a guy to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you give me an example of a right way for a guy to check you, and a wrong way?
So, like, obviously, like.
You know what? I'll let you go in. The
you
thing
go
is,
ahead.
though, is that, like, today, a lot of girls will be like, they'll be more attracted to you. They'll be kind of turned on if you check them. But there's kind of this new narrative now. Despite that, they're probably still going to be upset at you when you check them.
They're gonna feel like yeah, their dick's gonna come out, and they're gonna want to.
What does check mean anyway?
Shut up. Put in your place. I wasn't telling you to shut up.
No, so you're
Pretty
telling
much,
me
yeah,
when
right.
somebody checks you, it means like, oh, shush. Like,
I mean, kind of, like, if I'm arguing with it's like, I'm very single, but, like, if I'm arguing with my man, and if I'm arguing with my man and we're just, like, going back and forth, he's just like, he just, like, puts me in my place, or, like, I don't know, like, kisses me, shuts me up, like, something like that, then that's a good way to, like, check you and, like, put you in your place.
That's nice.
With-
I
I
like
don't
it.
think it needs to be, like, even, like, insulting.
No, it doesn't need to be insulting at all.
A
but
lot
it's
of the
just, like,
times a good check is like, Emma, you're Emma-ing, and then I'm like, okay.
But if they check you with a kiss, that's beautiful.
A check can be a look. It can be a.
It can be, like, anything, just, like, kind of, like, pipe.
You know.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
not
okay.
good wording. Just to, like, next.
I liked that. I learned
Well,
something.
it's
I
not
liked
even
it.
the
I liked it
original
too. It was
question.
going good.
Dominant wise, I mean, my last relationship, I was the dominant one. Not in bed, but
Have you ever pegged a guy?
no, I've been asked.
Do you like that?
No.
I've been asked some guy. I was like,
Do
can
you
you
like
peg me?
doing it or just
Pegging?
Not, yeah.
What do you mean?
Or why are you asking? I want to know where you're
How-
It's part of the questions of the
Because
podcast.
because my ex was gay, so that's why I was asking.
yeah,
No,
that's
he
why I was
wasn't.
curious. If, you know,
I've been
'cause
asked, but I haven't
you
done
might be
it.
bi-curious, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just asking.
Bro, the fucking shade.
But I'm just saying, like,
Good job, Brian.
Wasn't the original question about standards?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to that. So, okay.
He's very
Yeah,
interested in
why?
pegging.
I have more to say.
Boy.
Okay, so
Brian.
Bottom line, it's just like, if they, like, just, like, come up to you and be like, and, like, shut you up in, like a dominant way, not like anything bad, but like a dominant way, or like kiss you or like grab you and like shut you up that way, like that's
you know what though? I'll tell you this.
hot.
You know what's really attractive for us?
Can we have a drum roll, please?
What's really attractive is when we don't have to check you in the first place.
When a woman simply shuts
But then that gets boring,
All on her
bro.
own.
No, not for me.
Women
But you have
hate
you
boring.
have admitted in the
I-
past that your love life is a little
What?
rocky. To each their own.
Rocky-
a
what?
little bland. It's a little
What-
bland,
hold
and
on,
it
what do you mean
really
by bland?
irritates me.
What
no,
do you
no,
mean
no.
by bland?
You don't talk about it.
Like,
We need to
no, it's not that he doesn't talk about it. It's like he's mentioned, like, oh, if my girl wants to go out to the club, by all means, I'm not gonna go. I'm not interested in that. Done.
Well,
I'd
hold
rather
on.
stay in on a Friday night and read a book. Done. Like, to each their own. Everyone has their own. It's a little bland.
Well,
A little vanilla.
let me just correct you.
You like vanilla ice cream, huh? That's your favorite,
Are
huh?
we talking about sex or are we talking
Both.
in general?
What's your favorite
Well,
ice cream? It reflects.
Let's talk about it. So
I'm just saying, because some of the stuff you've said in the past,
Very
and
bland.
again, to each their own.
I'm on some
You're boring.
top G
I know you are.
shit. Top G.
I know you are.
G.
You're like, you probably take like, I'm done roasting you. Continue.
It's going
Rob,
good. Don't
okay,
stop.
Sydney. First off, you said if my girl went to the club. Hold on. She would not be my girl.
Oh,
if she
that's
went
exactly
to the
where I
club.
was going with that.
It's-
Because that's not something, and to each their
That's
own.
not boring though. That's being a fucking G.
Tell
Ta-
Andrew Tate goes.
Not dealing with a
not
girl
ready
that's doing the nightlife thing. That's a W in my book.
That's exactly in your book. For like us, for like me, I like going to the club.
Dude,
I
that's
think
an
it's fun.
L for dudes.
It's
If their girl is at the
not
club, that's
every-
an L.
Take
Aren't
it
you
with
a club promoter?
I don't go
Yes.
to. I don't-
Okay.
Spearmint Rhino,
Okay.
strip club.
That's,
Bit
that's a
different.
fancy club.
Bit different. Look, for a long-term serious relationship, if my girlfriend's going to the club every weekend, she's not my girlfriend.
And that's your
She's
thing.
not my girlfriend.
That's your
Absolutely.
preference.
It all
Because
depends.
I don't go
bro.
to the club.
We're
I don't
gonna
go
get you to go
bars.
to EOS, but will you come
No,
to
no,
EOS
take him
with
to
your phone?
take him to
Reno.
Rhino. Take him to Rhino and have him a good time.
I'll get
give
you
him
a
dance.
table,
Have a
bottles.
fantasy-
I don't drink.
You don't have to drink.
You
We'll get
can
water,
look
seltzer.
at it.
What?
Take him to Rhino. He'll have a blast.
Probably that nasty tap water at.
No, we'll get
at
you some
EOS.
Fiji.
Are you
I'm
talking
gonna need
about?
some bottled.
Is he a conspiracy
water.
theorist?
No, it's just like I'd rather masturbate with sandpaper
No.
than go to a.
Semen retention, bro. It's a real thing.
Wow.
It's real.
Oh, I'm on it. But when it comes to going to the nightclub, I would rather masturbate with sandpaper.
But the whole point of going
Brian's
to the
a
nightclub
little
all the time
lonely.
isn't to
It's
fuck. It's to
okay.
have a good time, let dance, fucking
It's-
schmingle,
But that's not
meet
his
people.
good time. And
It's not a
that's
good time.
everyone has like some people like to read a
We're
book
gonna
as their
get
good
you to
time.
the club, Brian.
It's not a
Brian,
good
Brian,
time.
has your lady department been a little low lately? Has it
What?
been on like
Why?
been very
but wh-
dry?
But why do you assume that?
At a 6.9, you think it's low?
You think?
Yes.
Is your it's just are the ladies not coming in?
What? Are you saying that because I don't like to go to the club? Like, what
No,
does that have to
I don't
do?
know. Just you said you'd rather masturbate with.
What else is there
No,
to
it's
do in
because he
Santa
rents
Barbara?
himself an 8.
The beach, the club, that's it.
We're not going back to that.
Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to ask a question.
Ad hominem, but I don't even know where the fuck were we
Standards.
going. Standards.
I want to get into that.
No, Sydney. I got to respond to Sydney. Okay, you think I'm vanilla? I'm not vanilla. I will have you
The
know.
rocky road. No, I'm kidding.
Have you know? Honestly, you club
On a
chicks.
rocky road right
Club chicks are the vanilla ones. You think a little hair pulling makes you fucking kinky? Nah, fuck that shit.
Spit in my mouth.
Oh, he choked. I like to get choked and have my hair pulled. I'm so kinky. Fuck that shit. You ain't kinky,
What is kinky?
He likes it.
bro.
We need a Brian
I wanna-
definition
okay.
of what is kinky.
All right, I'm gonna reveal it. I want to tie you up, and we're gonna use some toys. There's gonna be some crazy
Okay, okay.
shit.
hold- Tie up toys and.
Tie up
He won't-
toys. Dom sub dynamic.
Okay. Asphyxiation?
Like, but not like dom sub.
Oh,
Like
we're going
a lot
into
of people.
it.
A lot of
Bringing
people
up the
think like
caveman club.
Right.
a lot of these girls say, "I want a dom." They don't. They're not really into BDSM in that way. They want a guy who's dominant in the bedroom, but like a dom extends beyond just a guy who fucks you rough.
Right. But there is a line. There's a line to.
So did you say you're Dom or they have to be Dom?
I'm dom.
Wow.
Throw the girl around.
He's a top player in jiu-jitsu.
No, it's not even. No, it's not even a physical
I
thing
know, I
for
know.
me. Actually, me being dom is more of a in the mind.
Oh, I need a physical dom. Like toss me around.
Nah, I ain't catching
Caveman.
a case. I ain't
Caveman.
I'm not catching a case for some sexual gratification.
I met a guy recently. He has a tattoo BDSM bold letters like this big on his
on his
ass.
ass.
That's fucking weird.
And it wasn't even
What
a dare or
dork.
anything.
And he just,
Can I
he
say
just
though?
did it.
I went. Okay.
If you see this,
What's
This
up?
is gonna be out. So
Say it.
I went with my 2 guy best friends when I lived in Reno, and they got like fat ass tats, like probably like each a cheek, and then I got like my like little like heart on my hip. But we were talking about ass tats.
How much wine did you have tonight, Sydney?
None.
drink
I
none.
drink water. I don't drink.
Oh,
She
okay.
had the
that.
headache tablet.
I
That's
have
what
a
she
headache.
had. She had the
She took
med.
Tylenol.
She took the drug.
I wish I had something else. I just took Tylenol, y'all, like and water.
There may be White Claw in the fridge.
Oh
Ew,
shit.
White Claws are
Ooh, can I have one?
gross.
Maybe after the show. Okay, let's get back to the standards thing. You answered. So you dated a bunch of asshole guys. Blah blah blah.
Brian
Um,
Kiki around.
We know my standards. We clearly.
But okay, who do you think has more unrealistic standards, men
woman.
or women?
Woman. Definitely.
Okay.
And that's
What?
that.
What? Oh, are you guys going to the bathroom? Yeah.
Together.
They're just going to the bathroom. Okay.
All this talk about caveman
Yeah,
dominating
let's talk shit about Sydney while she's gone.
Thick knee.
Oh,
restroom
thickening.
breaks.
So, okay, where were we? I forgot.
Standards on
Standards.
men.
Standards.
Who do you think has more unrealistic standards, men or
Women.
women? Okay. Andy, what do you think?
I can't. I'm not a divisive person.
Be divisive. Where'd
Is-
they
isn't
go?
there-
Wait,
isn't-
what is the title of that book? Oh, that's the
Where'd they
ghosting
go?
one. Okay.
But isn't like in America now, you guys are all about sort of non-gender, like neutral gender stuff.
Not this American.
I know, right? So this is what I'm trying to learn is that there's 50% of Americans who are really like bringing that on, and then there's still the other
brainwashed.
50% that are still talking about men and women, and I'm just sitting here observing. So I don't really have an opinion on whether it's men or women. I think it's hard for me to say.
Are you talking about the theys?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you talking about the theys?
The theys.
The theys?
Maybe.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe, but I'm tipping that's not your audience.
No, I don't think so.
So
my audience is probably not on the woke.
Mad TV audience.
The woke side.
Yeah. So expectations. I mean, isn't it best just to not have so many expectations, sit in the moment and just have fun with what's going on in the now?
Let's go back to ghosting for a little sec here. Do you think it's wrong for a guy to hook up with a girl and then ghost her?
It can be hurtful, but I think the best thing that I write about in the book is to not let it hurt, to just go, you know what, were you safe? Did you have fun? Did you dodge a bullet? Is it great that they've moved on? Because now you get to go and find what's more suitable for you. And they also do the same. I think at the end of the day, my philosophy is to try and leave a person better than you found them. If you're going to have any kind of interaction with them, try and leave them better than you found them. But if that doesn't happen and you don't get the closure chat, just make sure that you heal yourself so that you can like pass on good juju to the next person that you're with, you know?
I talked to you when you asked me to bring someone on why we're not friends anymore.
Oh.
I had hooked up with someone multiple times and he went to her and like cut me off. I was like, went to her instead.
Hooked up with her. Wasn't she freshly out of a relationship?
No.
Or she was in a relationship?
No. But like he told me he didn't want a relationship with me.
I thought she was in a relationship.
No.
V word? Whatever, just fucking Vivian, whatever. Who cares?
But yeah, we haven't talked. So I like hooked up with him a few times. I started to like him, but he didn't want anything more. So I didn't push anything. And then they hung out without saying anything to me. And
wait, I could have sworn.
No, she was not.
She came on the show and she said that she had a boyfriend.
No, she had like months ago. Like I don't even know. They broke up a while ago.
I'm pretty sure she said she had a boyfriend.
I was friends
so
with her.
Is she dating him now?
I don't know. I don't talk to her anymore. I cut her off because I started to like him, and she went behind my back, and she knew. Like,
didn't she have like a super low body count?
Yeah.
Is it higher now?
I don't know. I don't talk to her.
You don't talk to her?
I don't talk to her anymore.
Shit.
But anyways, so talked about like whenever like a guy hooks up with you and ghosts you. A guy hooked up with me and went to my best friend.
Jabba the Hutt.
That one hurt.
Jabba. What's going on with you, Jabba? We gotta figure out what your problem is.
I know. Find me a man.
What's wrong with you?
We'll put her on my dating show and that.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I don't know. I'm talking to someone.
Because you seem nice.
I am.
Are you just crazy?
I think a little bit of what your mum does is just lets everybody in is rubbed on.
I won't show the chat. You're talking to a guy right now, right?
Yeah.
Can you give me your phone and can I see your text messages with them?
Wow. Can I make sure there's nothing bad in there?
That's a bold question,
You don't have
Brian.
to.
Hey,
Oh, he texted me. Nice.
Oh, wait, what did he say?
He's kind of sick right now. Let me. No, okay. Thanks.
Oh, finally Michael Trilstein shows up. What's up, Michael? Good to see you, man.
I think everything seems fine. I don't know. Oh God, if you get too deep,
Did you send nudes?
No, that's why I checked.
Okay.
I had to check. It's like normal conversation, and that's about it. He was just sick, and I was like, "Hey, do you want me to bring you any like soup or medicine or anything?"
Here, I'll just look at your most recent ones.
He just texted me out, and he said he was sick.
He's sick?
Yeah.
COVID?
No.
Just
like frat flu type shit.
The fuck?
He's in a frat.
And you saw him recently? How dare you? Yeah, your text messages seem normal.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, they are. I mean, you didn't go too deep.
I only took a cursory glance at your messages. So maybe
these been pretty boring lately, but.
Yeah, you're okay. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
They're fine. Like, I'm really nice. I was just trying to like ask him if he wants medicine and soup and something to take care of himself, and he, I don't know, kind of dodged
He
that.
doesn't want to date his mum though. Whoops.
No, we want nurturing.
That's what I was
but
gonna say about standards.
Yeah, but like sometimes if it's like that too much and they haven't, I'm just saying.
But I was because he lives in IV, so I was like, hey, I'm coming out there. I could drop by some medicine for you because if you don't want to get
medicine.
Maybe.
Okay.
But no, I was like, hey, do you want any like NyQuil, Dayquil? I have some at home from like 2 weeks ago when I was sick. So I was like, hey, do you want some? Because he woke up and he's like, hey.
Okay, that's fine.
I know, but I'm just saying like.
It's sweet. It's actually sweet.
Yeah, that's just me being nice. I think I'm a nice person.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Kirkland seltzers. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Sydney,
Thank you.
Hi.
who do you think has more unreasonable standards, men or women?
Women.
Emma, who do you think has more, unrealistic standards?
I think it's equal,
Equal?
circumstantial.
Okay, all right. So going around, what are your standards and preferences? What does it take for a guy to get you? Just list off some traits, some characteristics.
Can I go last?
No,
Mine's
you-
probably long.
What's that?
Mine's probably long.
Let's start with you then.
Okay. Is it like my type on paper, just like what ticks my boxes?
Sure.
Physically or?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Physically, personality.
It's kind of hard to narrow it down because I guess it depends on how I'm meeting them. Like if it's a dating app, I think I have more like boxes that need to be ticked, whereas organically, like I think you can kind of vibe with someone a lot easier. I don't think I really have like a certain. I mean, I have standards.
Okay, come on, give us some.
Say more.
Let's hear.
God, I think a lot of it is. It sounds. I know it sounds so corny, but like vibes, like they have to keep up. They have to be intellectual. They have to be able to have good chat. They got to be able to talk shit to me. They got to be funny. Like, I think I've.
Is there more?
Well,
Physical stuff.
Physical stuff.
Do they have to be taller than you?
I'm short, so
How tall are you?
yes, I'm 5'3".
Okay. I mean, that's just an inch below the average female height, so.
Yeah.
You're
Is
not
it actually
that- you're not-
5'4" is the average?
5'4" is the average female height in the U.S.
I'm not that far.
You're close, Sydney. Okay, what else? They gotta be taller than you?
They got to be taller than me.
Muscles?
Good little bod, at least. It doesn't have to
A
be
good little bod.
muscles, but
Okay.
like a nice
Dad
like
bod?
in shape. Yeah, dad bod, whatever.
bod's
It doesn't
okay.
matter. Yeah, it just like
Okay.
something I'm attracted to. I mean, I'm gonna.
What
if,
else?
If I'm gonna be.
Keep going. What else?
Okay.
Here, go. What were the personality traits again?
I think personality, like you gotta be fucking funny. Like
Gotta be funny.
You gotta be funny.
Gotta be funny. Have to be funny.
You have to be funny. It's
Are you funny?
I think I'm a fucking hoot, but
You're a hoot.
that's
Okay, that's fine.
So I think you have to think I'm funny because I have a very certain type of humor that.
Okay, so funny. What
Funny.
else? Good vibe. What
Good
else?
vibes. Smart.
Smart. Intelligent.
I mean, I've dated dumb guys, but I mean,
Would you date a broke guy?
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like dating and hooking up with is very different. So it's like I've hooked up with dumb guys, but I think dating, like you gotta have a good head on your
okay.
shoulders. Yeah.
No, man, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay, Andy, what about you? What are your standards and preferences? What do you look for in a guy?
I think it just keeps changing because I've been around for so long. But what it is right,
MILF.
what it is right now is probably attitude, because I really like alpha energy, like alpha male energy.
You like alpha males?
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of an alpha woman.
Yeah, maybe that's why. And somebody who is really, I guess, ambitious but wants to do good things for the world. And so when I speak of ambition, it doesn't necessarily have to mean currency in money, but just like what they're bringing to the world. And I like what you said about being funny, because we all need to lighten up, let's face it. So it's good to have a laugh with someone.
I like someone that's like my kind of funny, like the kind of funny that only I think is funny, but you will also think it's funny. So,
Okay.
hard to
All
find
right.
that someone.
Sydney, what about you? What are your standards and preferences?
I like gym rats. So I'm in the gym like every day. So I like a big back. I like brown eyes.
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes. I learned that.
Brown
like
eyes.
Brown eyes. I like a big back. I like. Yeah, he has pretty eyes.
Oh.
I like brown eyes.
He does.
Yeah, and so I like definitely a guy that can.
But
make
you
me
have
laugh.
you have blue eyes, right?
I have hazel.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they
Got it.
change. But funny and like a good person. Like if he's nice to other people, that's a big thing for me. Because I've dated some guys that have not been nice.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Okay.
Thanks.
Jubilee,
I don't know.
what are your standards and preferences? What does a guy need to bring to get you? A pulse?
Yeah, honestly, just a pulse. I've gone real low lately.
Okay. What about you?
I don't know. I really like when they're smart and have like a plan for their future and taller than me. And if they like cats.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love cats. I have two. And if they don't like cats, I can't be.
My
I just
mom
can't
said
be
never
near them.
trust a man that doesn't like cats because he doesn't like things he can't control.
Cats are evil.
If someone doesn't
No,
like my
I love
dog,
cats.
my dog is my child. If someone doesn't like my dog, it's over.
If someone doesn't like my cat, I can't be around them.
My dog is
Besides
her
you.
best friend.
I love her.
So
dog.
men can't control you?
What?
Well, you said
My mom used to tell me because men who don't like cats because they're not like dogs. Dogs are very like lovable and easy and will love you no matter what. Whereas cats are kind of assholes. I would say, yeah, I'm like a cat. I'll give you so much affection, but it's on my terms, and
so you're like a cat.
a lot like a cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. I'm not a fan of cats, but
Would definitely have to say dogs over cats.
100%.
At the end of the day, dogs actually care about a human being. Cats really can care less as long as you're feeding them and giving them attention.
Yeah.
They're on it, but a dog will
I saw
know
something
when you're
that's like-
hurting and know when you
They have
you
loyalty.
A
need-
person will feed and give water and shelter to a dog, and the dog will be like, oh my God, this person feeds me, shelters me, this person is God. You can feed and shelter a cat, and this cat will be like, oh my God, this person feeds and shelters me, I am God.
Also, if you die in your residence, the cat will eat you.
So will dogs.
And
I don't know about that.
No, the dog will just kind of be
There's
like
been
sad and
stories of
shit.
dogs eating
Can
people.
someone lower that purse from? No, the purse. It's behind you,
Oh,
Sydney.
sorry,
Sydney,
mine.
behind you. Yeah. It's blocking our lovely neon sign. How dare you, Jubilee?
sorry.
Come on,
How
James.
dare you ruin the decor of the studio? How dare you, sir? Deeply hurt and offended.
But if I cry, my dog cuddles with me and just like lays
How
on me.
frequently do you cry?
I haven't cried in a while, actually.
In a while? So like
Yeah.
a fortnight ago?
Maybe a little more than that.
14 days ago?
Wait, no, I cried when the guy chose my friend over me.
Why?
So
like
recently?
recent, actually, never mind. But it was like wasn't too bad. It was like a little bit.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It wasn't the worst, but
God damn.
like a
And
really
then-
crazy cry, not in a while.
Brandon, what about you? What are your standards and preferences?
in a woman.
Yeah.
Or a man.
No, in a man.
You know, just one thing I find really attractive if I meet a girl and I get to know her and stuff like that is when she's able to look past, you know, a man's, you know, history and you know, whatever he's been through, and she starts to encourage, like, man, you know, you could do this and you can do that, and I see it, and she wants to, she's excited about encouraging you to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? And not really just better because she wants you to be hers and be better for her, but she's righteously excited about meeting you, and she can see that, you know, with the right support and the right type of, you know, companionship, I could be better of a man than I am. That is hot. She's not too wrapped up in herself or too preoccupied with other miscellaneous shit in her life to where she doesn't really give a shit about what you do or how you are. She's obsessed is different. You don't want someone who's obsessed, but somebody who really cares about, you know, behind every righteous man is a strong woman. That's my philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Behind every solid, all the way around man, there's a righteous woman that like has, you know, because men are strong, but men are weak too. We have fragile egos where we have our own insecurities, whatever they are, and a woman that dials in on that and really tends to, you know, strengthen you and bring you up. Is that a standard? I think it's hot as fuck. You know, be excited about life. Good standard, be attractive, be excited about life, have ambition, have a goal. Love the beach. I love the beach. If you don't love the beach, you're not my friend.
So, okay, Andi has to leave soon, right?
Yeah.
So let's just do a video reaction and then we'll get you out of here. How's that sound?
Thank you.
Eric, can you pull up a Tate clip, good sir? All right, let's see. You're gonna have to open up the folder for it. Yeah. Let's do body count.
You know what's so attractive about men? A lot of these dudes talk about fertility and looks and stuff. I don't actually think that. I think that in the modern world, in the days of old, right, you meet a woman, you get married, you get together, whatever. In the modern world, if I meet a girl who's 33 and single, I know the amount of dick that's been through her before me is just simply unattractive. I don't care how nice you are, but you're 33 years old. How many men have fucked? If I got a 19-year-old girl, I might be her second or third man, right? I'm going to be dude number fucking 29, and all the trauma and heartbreak and bullshit they put you through, you're going to try and bring to my door? Like, well, my last man cheated. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, why is that my problem? So if you pick up older women, you have to accept they've been on the carousel longer. They've had more fucking rides, more spins. I don't want that shit. When I see a beautiful young woman, I know that she has a very low body count. And also, but the truth is, women's mentality is absolutely connected to sex. If a woman sleeps with a bunch of men, it's harder to penetrate her mind and make her fall in love with you. It is unattractive too. And it's unattractive. It is. But if she's had 30 dudes inside of her, she really didn't think, you know what, this guy's so special, or she didn't think, you know what, he talked to me rude, I'll just go get a new guy. Whereas if a woman's only been with a few guys, she's much more likely to fall in love with you, be a better partner. So the likelihood of her falling completely in love with you and staying loyal to you and really believing you're the only man for her after being through so much trauma and so many men and sleeping with so many dudes and having her heart broken and having those memories of her ex and all that crap she's been through is far less likely than meeting a nice, young, beautiful girl who hasn't been with many men. And she goes, you know what? This is the guy, I like him. Every woman who knows this and every man who watches this can be honest. Women fall in love with the person they lose their virginity to or the second or third guy. They really remember them. They really love them. Any woman who slept with 50 dudes, she doesn't even remember who most of them are. She doesn't care. If a woman slept with a bunch of men before you, she's less likely to stick it out through a difficult period of relationship. She's more likely to just say, you know what, new answers, new good.
That's a pretty good answer.
And that's the truth. Let me make something clear. If I meet a beautiful 30-year-old woman, I'm not saying I won't sleep with her.
That's pretty fucking old.
Yeah, 30.
I know.
What are you, crazy?
There's been times I was drunk.
Okay, your reaction to it, then Andi will let you go, and then after you give your reaction, you're free to take off. Emma, go ahead. What do you think?
I always forget he's British.
Well, he's American, and anyways.
Wasn't that a British accent?
Well,
I don't think
disregard the nationality. What's your reaction to what he said?
Like the whole body count discussion.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, hold that same energy for men.
Okay, so you want him to also adhere to those standards, not be a hypocrite.
I'm just saying, if you're disgusted by a woman that has a high body count, why can't we be turned off by a man with a high body count?
Okay, I'll respond to that afterwards, but I do have a response to that. Andi, go ahead.
Honestly, I checked out because all I could think about is my beautiful 12-year-old boy that I can't wait to be home with. So
then go ahead. Okay.
See ya. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sydney, your response.
Yeah, I think it is definitely a double standard for sure because I don't know, it's two people taking part in the sex.
Take the books off the table. Take the books off the table. Okay. Yeah, I guess you could put that. Put it on the ground if you. Yeah. Thank you, Sydney.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Okay, go ahead.
I do definitely think it's two people having sex. The body count raises for one or the other. Why is it such a big deal if women have a higher body count and then men have men have a higher body count? Why is that not as judged versus if women have a higher body count, that's more judged?
Okay, well, I'll just, since that's kind of both your thing.
Yeah. I just don't agree with it.
Well, because it's harder for men to get laid. That's the primary thing. What? Here, what? You gave me a look. Well, do the look again, just so that.
It depends on what they look like and what they their personality. Because if you're hot and you're a dude, you can fuck a lot of girls.
even an average looking girl can run circles around a top tier guy.
But we don't.
But you can.
But we don't.
But you do.
But we don't.
But
I think
yes,
a guy
women
that's
do.
a 5 is going to fuck exponentially more women than a girl that's a 7 or an 8.
You think
But
a
guys
guy
get with
who's
who
a
they
5.
can or who they
Guys will get
can.
who they can when they can in any circumstance.
Women sleep
are
with who
picky
they
with it,
want.
yeah.
Men sleep with who they can.
Yeah.
So you're proving my point. You just said a guy who's a 5 can sleep with more women.
I'm saying a guy that's a 5 will sleep with more women.
Will. Yes, I mean if a guy was given the option.
I'm saying in
but
my
guys who are
experience, I'm saying in
Okay.
my experience of very mediocre men, especially in Isla Vista specifically, guys that you could find a dime a dozen of them have 2-3 times my body count, whereas I'm not hideously ugly, but my body count's pretty low just because I don't choose to do that. But
a guy who's a 5 is not going to outperform a woman who's a 7.
But he did.
Okay, there's outliers,
He
and
slept
guys.
with all of Isla Vista,
Okay, but
and
so
I kept
guys can.
my circle tight.
I will grant you this: guys can make up for their bad looks in other ways.
That's true.
So if they're incredibly charismatic, or they have
That's true.
social status, or if they have money, those are ways in which guys can kind of make up for it. But when it just comes down to it, it's harder for men to get laid.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
But you
no,
disagree.
I'm not arguing against that.
You disagree that it's.
I disagree.
You think it's easier
I
for
mean,
men to get laid?
In my own personal experience, I disagree. I don't know about like in general, but I've found it that guys get laid easier than like I do.
Really, Jubilee? What do you think about this?
I mean, you were saying how a guy's looks can, or a guy's other things can make up for his looks. I agree with that. I'm saying with the guy I'm talking to or whatever, he's like not like the hottest guy ever. He's not the hottest guy ever, but his personality makes up for it.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I think it's a lot easier for girls to
get laid.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you said in your experience.
In my experience, I don't know about everyone else's, but in mine,
I think if you used your power too, though, because I have this argument back and forth with one of my guy friends, and like we've argued about this, but he's like, if you text a guy and you're just like, hey, you want to come over tonight, like point blank period, easy. But like women are pickier with it. Like I'll like have that thought, but I'm like, that's a lot of effort. I don't want to do that. Like I don't do the hookup thing. Mm-hmm. But women,
really?
Yeah,
you don't do the hookup thing?
No, I don't. That's not something I'm like interested in.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It kind of gives me the creeps a little bit. Like I think about it, but then I'm just like, I can't.
I think guys just place a lot. I think guys place a lot more importance and power on the body count number, whereas women don't, because I've had a guy tell me, personally, the same guy that was a 5 that was like sleeping with half of Isla Vista has literally told me directly, like, the thing that makes you attractive to me, or the thing that makes you more attracted to me, is how low your body count is.
That's right.
So that's where it's like, it's the same thing as like Madonna and whore complex, where it's like a man wants a woman that's like motherly and a Madonna, but then at the same time he wants a whore that's going to do the nasty things for him. So there's a very fine line.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're right that men generally care more about body count.
Right.
Than
And
women,
I think what was funny to me was that, like, okay, yes, I have a low body count, but for me it's because I am more of a relationship person. Not to say that I've had hookups before, but for me, I just didn't really understand, like, okay, yeah, so my body count's like this number and it's low, but it's because I've been with the same person. What makes me different for having sex with the same guy 20 times versus a girl that's had sex with 20 different guys?
Yeah, like I
Where's
agree
the
with
logic
There's a
there?
huge difference.
So for
No,
men,
there's
a huge
not.
difference.
So for men, I guess generally it's just a session. But for girls, it's an experience, whether they liked it or not. It's a whole different perspective. Guy, I hit it and whatever, wham, whatever.
Yeah.
But for a girl, it's like, this fool was on me, like he smelled a certain way, like he rubbed me, he was good in the beginning, and then it got kind of weird. Like girls dial in when guys just look at it like just another hole or holes.
But like, I
Or
think
just-
like with this guy, he was like, oh,
For
like,
guys,
you know,
it's a
girls in
session. For
Isla
girls, it's an
Vista, they'll go
experience.
out and like fuck like 30 guys, 40 guys. And it's like, Well, like, yes, I was with one guy, but I fucked him 30, 40 times. So how does that make me, like, my value or my, I don't know.
That, well, I mean, there's a whole lot.
It doesn't. That's great.
There's a whole lot there, but in the same, okay, I would rather a girl sleep with one guy 300 times than sleep with 100 guys 3 times.
Why?
Because it's a different guy each time.
I have to articulate why I'd prefer not to sleep with someone that's...
I just think
I'll articulate it.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I think what was articulated to me, I'm sure there's like so many more reasonings behind this from the male perspective, but what was articulated to me is like, oh, well, like, I wouldn't want you sleeping with a bunch of different guys because then that makes you loose. But like, how
like
would...
your pussy?
I don't know. That's what he said to me. And it's like, how am I tighter or looser based on the amount of times I've had sex, whether it's the same person or different people?
It's different.
I'm pretty sure that's a myth, unless you're like really fucking super rough with a guy who's really well endowed. Otherwise, like you being, I'm pretty sure that's cap, that whole thing. He might have meant it. He might have meant loose in the colloquial sense.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't know. I just think it was really weird to be put on a pedestal for a number, like my body count, and then hear him and like his guy friends trash other women for their sexual behaviors. They're just a weird.
Why can't it just be equal for everybody, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
same energy is all.
As far as the whole like, what's the difference between having a whole bunch of sex with one guy and having sex once or just a few times with a bunch of guys? So I mean, here's a couple of reasons why body count matters. STDs, more baggage. The more men you deal with, the more, more likely to have baggage from past relationship, some sort of trauma, whatever. You start chipping away at your ability to pair bond. You remove the intimacy from the act of sex. If sex is just sport to you, if it's just sport fucking, then it's no longer going to be this cherished, special, intimate thing that you do with someone that you care about and either have an emotional connection with or love. That's fine, but the reality is, if you just fuck 300 dudes, you think number 301 is going to be special?
Yeah.
No. Also, it says something about your behavior, your decision making, your temperament. It suggests to me that you're an impulsive individual. If you have a high body count, it sort of necessitates that you take part in hookup culture. You're probably less likely to be concerned about stuff like STDs. I mean, if I'm going to roll the dice, and sleep with, if I have to choose, like, which one's more likely to have an STD, there's the girl who slept with one guy, and then there's a girl who slept with 100 guys.
So it comes down to who you'd rather not wear a condom with.
I mean, body count, I don't think it matters as long as you're safe. You get tested, whatever. Like,
that's
it doesn't matter.
That's not how STDs work. That's not how STDs work.
I mean, I think it was also just like when this was a situation between me and this guy I was seeing, is that like the way they were talking about other women that were like, oh, all Isla Vista girls are sluts. Like, you're not a slut. And it's like, what? I'll be a slut. Like, I can be a slut for one guy. Like, maybe I'm not a slut for everyone, but I don't know. I just think there's like very...
You need not be like a sexually reserved prude.
Yeah.
You can have a low body count and be sexually open and have a fulfilling sex life.
Yeah. I think that's what was getting blurred, was that like there was a certain like being put on a pedestal of, oh, well, like you're holier than thou. And it's like, no, that's not who I am at all. And these girls that choose to participate in hookup culture, I don't think that they're scum of the earth or whatever. So I think that these labels kind of get like really stuck on a person based on their body counts, and I don't think that same assertions apply to men. That's all.
I'll say for me, like a high body count, that suggests impulse control issues, also like a lack of ability to commit. For me, I'm not interested in one night stands. I'm not interested in just fucking one time.
Yeah.
It's pointless to me.
Are you interested in like a relationship?
I prefer relationships, yes.
Short term, long term?
Preferably long term.
You're looking for a long term relationship.
Sure.
Okay, well then that
Yeah.
makes more sense for that context.
Well, here's the thing though. Even if I was so inclined to have a one night stand
Yeah.
or have a short term relationship, would I, even in a one night stand, I'd still prefer to get with the girl with the low body count.
Yeah, I think the context is so, especially here in Isla Vista, everyone's fucking. I think that it's so common
lot.
culture for guys and girls to just go crazy with hookup culture, which is neither here nor there. But I mean, I think moving out of Isla Vista and being an adult and in the dating world, that, I mean, like what you did in college or how you were in college still like has meaning and follows you. So it's just interesting.
I mean, I would just say that someone who has a high body count, both men and women, there's a higher likelihood of infidelity. So that's one. There's a higher likelihood of the relationship not working out, and if you're married, that might result in a divorce. So especially for something really long-term, life partner, marriage, you're probably going to want to find someone with a low body count,
Right.
your life partner. So
I was just talking about this with someone, and I think a good way that we defined it is instead of like putting it in these boxes, like these terms of body count or slut, or I think it's more of like, for us, we were like, you know what the issue is? Like, I want someone that isn't for everyone. You know, I think that's a good way of putting it, of like someone that is for everyone. It doesn't ascertain to sex or their behavior, or it's just like, you know, someone that is devoted to, like, you know, in your circumstance, a long-term relationship or an exclusive, whatever it may be. But it's just, I think there's a difference between someone that is for everyone, someone that is like doesn't know what they want or is open to whatever.
what's that tattoo on your wrist?
It's a stick and poke.
Is that an astrology sign? What is
Yeah,
that?
unfortunately, we're Geminis.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get canceled.
I'm not really. You're gonna get canceled for being a Gemini.
Gemini, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really.
I guess it means something.
I'm not into astrology.
Me
so I don't
neither.
know.
My friend stick and poked it on me for funsies.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So
moving on.
We'll come back to the body count thing, but initially what set that off is we were talking about. I said I forgot exactly what the question was, but you said that it's easier for men to get laid than it is for women. Okay, so my goal tonight is to try to change your mind on that.
Wait, no, didn't you say opposite?
No, she said she thinks it's easier for
in my experience.
And you said, was it you who said a guy who's a 5 could
That's easier for men.
who's the one who said like
women. I think it's for women.
who said the one who's the one who said that a guy who's a 5 can get with a
That was me.
That was you. Okay, you still think that?
I think, okay, let me I think a guy with mediocre looks and mediocre personality, especially in this area
He's fucked.
and in this generation, can fuck so easy.
What are you?
A guy like
Erroneous.
trust me, I've seen it.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Especially here, maybe it's
there
different
is a lot of
across
truth
like
to that.
you know, like global context, but in this cultural context in Isla Vista, I see men that look like my fucking foot, and I see them like fuck everything that moves without even
It's
trying.
about game too.
With no game, with no riz, with no
Clearly he
personality,
got
with
some
no
game.
looks. It's
Clearly
just
he got some
it's
game.
it's the ratio here. There are girls who are 8s, 9s, 10s throwing themselves at these mediocre ass men, especially if they're in a frat, especially if they're assholes, like men that are just subpar, that are getting so much action.
They do it in packs too. I've noticed.
Fuck in packs.
Like no, like
Yo,
if they're trying to
it's-
like get at women, like they have a.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yes, in college it's a bit easier.
Yeah,
but it's
that's
easier
all.
for everyone
Especially
in
we're
college.
all neighbors. We're all neighbors.
Yeah, stop playing with that. Sydney.
We saw it.
It's a bit easier in college, but I mean it's a social environment that is conducive to people interacting and communicating. It's just, yes, it is easier in college. However, if we're speaking in generalities here, even in college, it is harder for men to get laid. It's harder for men. And okay, you want to use numbers. I know that. Thank God she left, because she would have flipped her shit about, oh, the 5s and the 7s, they're all 10s.
I mean,
it's extremely difficult for a man to get a lot of girls, but it's incredibly easy for a woman to get a lot of guys.
Like if a guy texts me at like midnight or whatever, like come over, I'm not going.
Well, especially a guy you've never hooked up with before, correct?
Even if I have.
No, but more
Yes,
specifically,
yes.
a guy you've never hooked up with before, and he's like, hey, come over,
I'm not going.
it's not happening.
No. But
I
if
mean,
I did the same, they'd be like, they're coming right over.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Guys, it's 10 p.m. on a Tuesday in Santa Barbara. All 4 of you, if you were so inclined, could fuck a brand new guy that you've never even talked to tonight.
Doubt it.
You think so?
Doubt
Emma, I could...
Based on this chat, I think I'm so insufferable that not even if I
lived
was a
with you.
10, even if I
lived with you. I had a
Emma.
I had a
and I
guy
was
like
in a long-term
I lived
abusive
with
relationship for all of college. I had no
What do you
fun.
mean you live with her?
We were roommates. I dated a
Oh, okay.
27-year-old with mediocre looks who was mean to me.
No.
Was he mediocre, Sydney?
I don't want to comment on that.
I don't know.
But like I had a guy text me yesterday around like 7 p.m.
But
I'm
here's
like,
the
I'm
thing.
not
Here's the thing, right? You say you're abrasive, but just to get laid, sure, that might preclude guys from wanting to wife you up.
Yeah, but
have a
me getting laid
relationship
would
with you.
have to be me shutting the fuck up for at least more than 5 minutes, which
Guys
I
will-
simply cannot do.
Guys will tolerate a lot to get some pussy. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
You know what? That's very true.
Oh, I love how outspoken you are, Emma. You're such a strong, independent woman. That's what they're
You
gonna
have
say.
so many opinions.
Guys, oh, you're great. I like.
God, it's giving me PTSD.
No, like guys will lie to get laid.
Yeah.
Guys will never be
That's
honest
true.
about
That's
what they
so
actually
true.
want.
That's very true.
They'll be like, "Oh, you."
Girls will lie to avoid getting laid.
That is so
Oh,
real.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That is
Okay,
true.
that right there is the realest thing, I think.
Okay, I'm trying to think how I'm gonna. Are you currently seeing someone right now?
No.
Nobody. Sydney, confirm or deny? Well, you guys are
What's
no longer
seeing?
hooking up with somebody
No, I haven't had any so much as a kiss with anyone
in a fortnight.
since my ex. Yeah.
Since when?
We broke up in July. Yeah, July.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a good
July.
Good period of time.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so let me just go around once more. Is it easier to get laid as a guy or a girl?
As a guy.
Girl.
Guy.
Okay. So,
You have to put in more work as a guy.
experiment. Emma, will you have sex with me tonight?
Maybe.
Oh. Okay. So y'all can mingle later.
Yeah, ask after the second
Should we
second
go?
drink.
We can head out.
Yeah, we could leave. We can all leave.
It's actually
Oh.
past
We're
my
right here for you guys.
bedtime. Like,
We'll keep it rolling.
What?
Honestly, all those compliments earlier, that
Oh.
made me feel good.
I gave you compliments?
Yeah, see, it's that easy.
I-
It's that easy, guys.
Wait, did I? What?
I don't know.
I gave you compliments?
What did you call me? Like a girl boss or something? You're saying I'm outspoken.
Oh, you mean literally like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Tell me I'm outspoken, guys, and I could be
Can
yours.
you put your hair down?
oh my god.
Can I put my hair down?
Yeah.
Okay, I just dyed it.
You should have had it down the whole show, by the way.
I mean, I
Why?
didn't because it's a mess.
Why?
I don't. It's that hair.
Okay, guys, it's coming down. Hold on.
Oh, I would if my hair's in a bun. Oh, it's not coming down.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be all fucked up, crazy. Okay.
Oh. Wow.
Give it a minute.
She's
Give
got
it
the
a
mane.
minute.
She's got the mane. The mane.
Oh.
I have really thick, long hair.
Yeah, I do too. My hair does that when I take it out.
You're not even gonna let me like.
Oh,
fix
it's
it?
bad. Oh, it's bad. I'll leave it in a bun for days.
Give it like.
We'll give it time.
Give it some.
I'm
time.
dyeing my hair soon. I'm looking like
Oh,
a different
yeah.
person in 2 weeks.
It's a maybe for you, bro.
Well,
He
I
cheated.
feel like she might be saying that just to challenge my point.
Challenge
Hey,
it upstairs.
Maybe
We
not.
can
Door's open. The
go.
door's slightly cracked.
And anyways, so we'll get back to it. So, any one of you could get laid tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
It's hard for a dude on a Tuesday at 10 p.m.
I can
to
do
be
it.
like, yo. Even on Tinder,
No.
to get a girl, be like, to
You'd
come
be
over.
surprised. It'll be Tuesday at 10 p.m. and I'll hit someone up for companionship. Like literally, just like, hey, want to hang out? Like,
Can you put your hair back in a bun? I'm sorry, it's just
well, it's all over the place because it's been in a fucking bun, my guy.
you probably need about 5 minutes in the bathroom to get it.
Can I
no,
get 5 minutes?
No, it's fine. Just leave it. It's good. It's good. It looks good.
That's rude to a girl. If you said that to me, I'm out of here. I'm sorry. I'm out.
It's tasteful teasing.
Yeah,
roasting.
I think I'm doing okay for myself.
I try to wear sweats.
how long
and
has-
a hoodie.
I don't think anyone else could take their hair out of a slicked back bun
and be
in
look
2
good
seconds and be
look-
fine.
Okay, let me get super chats and we'll come back to the easier thing for a little bit. All right, we got. Wait,
Yeah,
did
roast me, guys.
Did we do this? Mike Davis, thank you for the $10 soup chat. Appreciate your support, man. 50 got played. Big boy used fake pics to get his fat ass through the door, and then used his personality to stay. If a woman pulled that shit on me, she's getting the door slammed. No Uber or taxi. Bread Missive with the $10 soup chat. Super excited to see Brandon back. Fan favorite, such a great addition. You and Chase are the best. Brian, can you go around and ask the panel if they're bi-curious? Sure, thank you, Red Misfit, for the soup chat. Really quick, are you bi-curious?
I am bi.
I feel like at one point I was. I don't think anymore.
Yeah.
Sydney? Emma? You're bi, right?
Pansexual.
Turn the mic straight on. How did the...
I was reading.
Oh, just so you could read. Okay, got it.
Pansexual.
All right. I don't think anyone on this side of the table is...
Don't lie.
Don't lie. It's okay. Y'all could be open.
This is
support.
a safe space.
No, I'm straight.
Brian, do you have a brush?
I don't think so.
So I just have to work with it.
Just it looks good.
Just
it
put-
looks
It
good.
looks fucking shit.
You've
It's
kind
like
of-
more lying from Brian. More lying from Brian.
You've kind of got that
More
like
lying from Brian to get me in bed.
You've got
Just
that
slip your
like
head down and-
80s 90s glam look going.
All right.
I reckon. What is she? Okay. We have Hobosexual here with the $10 soup chat. Put some respect on my guy Brian's name. This is when Sydney was roasting me. I think it's always the ran-throughs that have something to say. Okay, Hobosexual.
Right.
Shooting shots.
Love that.
Michael Trilstein, thank you for the $10 soup chat. Good to see you, man. Donnie T gonna free Joey E, so Joey B should pardon.
I can't believe he came from what, Florida?
Trilstein?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He might be coming back too.
That's
He actually
crazy.
told me that he has a crush on you.
Does he?
Yeah. Are you
So sweet.
are you down to meet him? He's looking for his third girlfriend though.
I'll meet him, but I don't think I'll go any further than that.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh my god, someone said, some guy texted me, he's like, I saw you on the pod. Like right now. He was on it with Marley, the other guy.
Oh, 60 Cal, the rapper.
Yeah.
God,
He texted me.
Marley's such a-
He hit you up?
I hit him up.
Oh, you hit him up.
And he gave me his number. He texted. I never text him back.
Do you like black guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because didn't you say your ex was black or I
He's
forgot?
white. He's the
Oh,
whitest
okay.
white.
I don't know why I was. Anyways, whatever.
But he texted me, he's like, saw you on the pod for a little bit. He's
Yeah,
like
he was
trying-
cool.
He's been trying to hang out with me. I just haven't.
He was cool.
Yeah.
Marley's cool too.
Yeah. He looks like someone I used to.
He looks like someone that you actually hooked up with. As in you hooked up. Are you saying you hooked up with Marley?
No. I didn't hook up the guy that he looks like, but the guy he looks like was someone that I know, and it's always tripped me out. I've seen him multiple times. He just doesn't know who I am.
Okay. Hobosexual here, $10 soup chat. Thank you, man. These chicks really don't understand the struggles an average man goes through just to get box. Even once a year, men will F women they don't like. Women don't F men they don't like. Very good point, Hobosexual. And that will bring us back to me trying to convince these girls that it's harder for men to get laid. You know what? Let's do another Tate clip, right? Maybe he can come in with the assist. Eric, can you pull up the video tab really quick?
I gotta be up at 8 o'clock. I gotta be up early to work.
We'll be done. Don't worry. We're gonna wrap soon. Oh, do you want to watch the Tate clip or where are you going?
I'm fixing my hair.
No, your hair's fine. Don't worry.
it's
Just. You
Let
get,
me get 30 seconds.
okay, I will continue the conversation then. Let's react to some regular chats while we're. Let's just do some regular
People are
chats
hating on
here.
me.
Yeah, no, they don't.
I talk
Is
weird sometimes.
this one Java
I
is
just
like
talk
60
weird
IQ?
sometimes. I just can't get my words out properly, and so people just hate on me.
She's a royal pain.
Sounds like I have a retainer.
What?
Gets game loose. Okay, fine.
All right, guys, get your regular chats in. We're gonna just read a few. By the way, can we get some ones in the chat for
Emma?
for Eric?
Oh.
Guys, Eric has been the
Oh,
fucking
right.
top G.
He's on. Yeah.
Eric's a fucking legend.
You gotta get him on here. Sit down for a
Come
second.
I think I invited Eric to be on the panel once, but then can we get some W's in the chat for Eric? And if you're a member, can we get some Pepe Crown emojis for Eric? We need some fucking. There we go. W's in the chat for Eric. F's in the chat.
I did his Be Real today. He's a cool guy.
F's in the chat for Chris. But yeah, Eric's the fucking legend. And he's a really nice guy. And he has
He is
a
a nice
huge
guy.
penis. I'm kidding. Actually,
Have
wait,
you
he
seen
does.
it?
No,
You sure? Are you sure, Brian?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Huge. 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 It's giant.
Have you tried hooking up with
Did
anyone?
it- wait, say it louder, Eric, so they can hear you.
It's true.
What, Eric? Have you ever like gone with any of the girls on the pod?
No.
Ah.
Eric has.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Oh. Boyfriend?
But when he was in.
Are you asking if he wants
What
to
the
play?
fuck?
What's going on?
Wait, Jabba, can I hook you up with Eric or what?
I don't know.
No, I said.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, goddamn. Goddamn.
I was
Eric
gonna say he's
was
handsome. Go for it, but he shot you down
Eric
way too
was
quick.
quick.
It's okay.
with
It's
the
everyone
reaction.
does it. Everyone does it. It's
All
fine.
right.
I'm used to it.
All right. Emma's back. We will.
Cute. Love it.
All right, let's pull up this Tate clip. We're gonna do the lonely one. It's probably
real lonely.
at the bottom, towards the bottom. Let's do the. We'll do the F and F lonely.
I don't think most women can actually genuinely understand how lonely
This music.
men
Sorry.
are. And you need to truly understand if you're Joe Schmo, average in nearly every way, in Starbucks working, you ain't getting D ever. You girls,
Dude, I'm gonna tip my
you
bartender.
girls will
My
never
barista
be
is
lonely.
so good.
As much as you might be unhappy with the possible suitors, you can at least fuck about and flirt if you feel sad. There are men out here in the world who have genuine loneliness. And I can prove this statistically. Why do you think it's all the men killing themselves compared to the women?
Oh shit. Okay. Well, shout out.
Killing themselves.
Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Check them out on YouTube. That's a clip from their podcast with Andrew Tate. He didn't really drop a whole bunch of bombs, but look,
Men just don't express themselves. Like they could be lonely, you just don't know, of course. But it's like
men are expressing themselves.
not that I see.
They're expressing themselves.
Not that
It's
I
not
see.
that men aren't trying. Men are trying. It's just women are rejecting them. Think of the guys that you reject, that you turn down. Most other women are also rejecting them too.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks for them.
I give them a shot.
But that's
I
why it's
try.
harder for men to get laid.
I
You
still
don't think so?
that.
Okay. Let me ask. Have you ever made a guy wait for sex?
I mean, what do you mean? Like, first time meeting him, he's like, "Yeah, I want to fuck."
Okay.
I'm like, no.
Have you ever been talking to a guy you just met, first date, and you don't want to? He wants to sleep with you. Maybe you're making out. He's trying to go for it, and you're just like, no. Has that happened?
No.
So every time, okay, so and that's fine. But every time the guy goes for it,
No,
you
they
fuck.
usually don't.
They don't go for it on the
I
first
don't
time.
I don't really like that shit. So like,
You don't like when guys
No,
try
like-
to sleep with you?
not after like a first date or anything. Like, I like to get to know them first.
She just doesn't let it get to that point of them
Yeah.
doing it.
I don't let them get
you-
to that.
Thank you for proving my point. You don't let them get to that point. Do you think they want to?
Yeah, I'm amazing.
But you're proving my point.
Okay.
You're proving my point.
I'm starting to see your side of the story.
Okay, Jubilee. Have you ever made a guy wait for sex?
Yes.
Okay, Sydney.
Good 24 hours.
Emma, have you ever made a guy wait for sex?
Yeah.
Okay. Has a guy ever made you wait for sex? Where
Yes.
you,
Yes.
the first time?
Yes.
First
Yes.
time?
Yes. Actually,
That's
a few
an out-
times.
I don't disbelieve it, but that's some outlier shit. But okay, fine. Jubilee. Has a guy ever made you wait for sex?
It depends on the situation. Like, am I going over there knowing that we're just gonna hook up, or
This is the first time ever. I'm not talking like
Oh.
No, I'm not talking
I
like
don't-
you've already hooked up. I'm talking the first time.
Oh, then I would like to redact my statement. Well, first time after
Okay. Go ahead.
after like a few dates and I've wanted to have sex with them, they've been like no. But like first time, no.
No, but I mean,
Like-
okay, had you guys already hooked up before?
No.
Okay, so then you all of a sudden wanted to fuck and they didn't?
Yeah.
But let me clarify, were you pushing for it?
No. I would never push for it. That's like fuck.
Not okay. I don't mean push for it, but like
Clarifying. Were you clarifying that you wanted
what
something
I'm
to
saying
happen?
is that
Yeah.
it's one thing if you want sex, but if you don't communicate that, whereas guys will we will initiate, and then the girl will say no, and then obviously wait till next time or whatever. So you said you wanted to have sex. Did you make a move on the guy? And he said no, let's keep waiting.
Yeah.
That's cap. Come on.
Stop the cap.
Come on.
It's only happened a few times though.
All right. I mean, I don't think that's an impossible scenario, but it's probably an outlier situation.
To be fair, I've only been on a date with a very few amount of guys. I've only like had sex with a very few amount of guys. So my like perspective on all of this is very like slim.
Okay. Fair enough.
The guy I'm talking to, I barely met him like last weekend, and we were like making out or whatever, and he's like, let's go to my room, and I was like, okay. Didn't do anything. I told him like, hey, I'm not gonna have sex with you. And he's like, okay, that's fine. I left, whatever. Next day, see him again. I said, hey, we're not going to. Didn't. Woke up in the morning, caved, but like, what? That's because I wanted to. But like, I still made him wait. I made him wait a good like 24 hours. But roles reversed. I can't remember me. I don't think a guy. I mean, guys will fuck anything. Like they just want to in general. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't think a guy's ever told me like no.
Okay.
We're gonna wait.
Is it attractive when you're kicking it with a guy and he's not going out of his way to try to fuck you?
100%.
Yeah, love it.
Isn't that why you fucked him after the third day in the morning?
No. I just wanted to.
Sydney?
Once with my my like ex thing. Yeah, like we were like, but like I liked how slow he went. Like he didn't even kiss me until like the third or fourth date. So like it was like almost like really like it was like I was slightly irritated because I was like, why is nothing happening? But then I was also like, this is really nice that it's like going so slow.
You know what though? I do think you guys are a bit on the younger side, so I do think that there's an explanation to these guys taking it slow. When guys are really if they're inexperienced, or maybe they're scared to make a move, then they just won't make a move. So that could be perceived as making you wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if these were like younger relationships,
which is how it was with my
yeah, like I mean, I remember when I was 17, 18, like it took me a little longer to make a move to go for the kiss because I was a bit more nervous about it. But now it's just like
yeah.
What are you gonna say, Juby?
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely like not on the same. But I was saying like, guys making their first move and girls making their first move.
Girls don't really make the first move.
I do.
Yes,
I've done it so many times.
It's so fun to
do
it.
I do it. I love it.
Doing it.
You do it?
Occasionally. I don't like doing it, but occasionally, yeah.
Oh, I'll do it if a guy's not doing it. I'll go for it.
I do it majority.
Okay, so you think it's easier
in my life,
in
and
your
the people
life.
I know.
I'm speaking in general.
Generally, I don't know.
I would say, like, I don't believe that it's easier for men, even in your life, to get laid.
Okay.
Because you could get laid super easily. Do you disagree with that?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I agree with you.
You're on a dating. Have you ever been on a dating app?
I have, but I deleted it after like a week.
Well, dating apps would be a good way to do it. But like, we could go outside right now on this street right here. This is the main thoroughfare. Hold on. I could walk with you. I could pretend to be your gay best friend, and I could get you laid for you. I'd be like, here's what I do. I'd go up to a guy, be the gay best friend. Hey, do you see that girl over there? Hey, I mean, this would work better in a party type environment. It's a fucking Tuesday, but I could still do it. I'd go up to a guy, be like, hey, do you see that girl over there? She thinks you're cute. She's down. Just play your cards right. Just say what's up, go introduce yourself, and boom.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
A girl could not do that to a guy. Like, for example, none of you could be my agents in getting me pussy.
Yeah, I could.
Why?
You could not. Okay. you could not go up to a girl on my behalf and say, do you see that guy over there?
Yeah, I could.
No, because then he's a coward
No,
if he doesn't say it himself.
That's Sydney. That's exactly what I'm about to say. If you went up to a girl on my behalf, the girl would be like, he's a pussy. Why isn't he just coming up to me? Why does he need you? She's immediately going to be like, nah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand both point of views. Like, I go out to the bar on college night with like one of my guy buddies, and like we like wingman each other. But no, like coming from like as a woman, like if another girl came up to me and be like, oh my god, like hey, that guy over there, he's like really into you. Like you should like. I'd be like, well, come to me and like say it yourself. Like it's different than me as a woman like going up to him and shooting my shot versus another girl being like, hey, you should go shoot your shot. Because it's like, well, why doesn't he want to do it to me himself?
Sydney, did you say you've made a guy made you wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I literally actually I need advice on this.
Okay. Okay. Are you talking about me, right?
No.
Talking about this thing right here?
On the panel. Sorry, that's my alarm.
Go ahead, continue. For your birth control?
Birth control alarm.
Is it?
Well,
Hold
because...
on, wait. Hold on.
Do you have to turn off your birth control alarm?
Until you score. Until you score. That's right, baby.
Okay, go ahead.
Obviously, I've never had a guy make me wait, but my last like situationship, it was a situation where there was a lot of like physical chemistry and a lot of sexual chemistry. And like it's not I think we were both really horny for each other and really down for each other, but when it came down to having sex, he was like, no.
Wait, so you said you were asking for advice?
Yeah, like what's up with that?
Wait, hold on. Your ex, was it?
Well, no, it was a guy I was seeing after my ex. It was like a situationship, and obviously yeah, it was just a very strange situation because he didn't want to have sex.
Wait, so how many dates or how many times did you hang out before?
We basically hung out consistently for like 2 weeks. We hung out with each other every single day and like stayed over at each other's places like every single night. And not to get like too graphic, but like for most of our like cuddles and stuff, like we obviously like made out and had cuddles. And
wow, that was really graphic.
I mean, my guy was bricked up the whole time. Like there was no issue down there.
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't just make my dick go soft.
Wait, so okay, hold on. So you guys were cuddling.
Okay, so this is like recent because I was like not ready to see anyone after my ex, and then I like recently clicked with someone where it was like out of nowhere. It was just like, oh my god, this guy's so cute. Like I'm so into him. He's so into me. We hung out. We were like inseparable every day for like 2 weeks. So into each other. And then I was like, okay, when I was finally like, okay, I'm ready to have sex with this guy. Like it's been a while. He was just not for it. Just wasn't happening.
So you overtly asked him what's up, or?
I didn't want to pry because I feel like in those situations, men do get like performance anxiety, and I've had situations where men like aren't able to perform because
like you're too pushy or too aggressive,
or just like overbearing. Like my first ex was like, I literally like point blank was like, what, like why aren't you performing? And he was like, honestly, like you scare me. He's like, oh, I haven't been like with a girl that's like this
hot?
It like intimidating is what he said, and I was like,
"You're intimidating."
That's bullshit.
I don't think so. Like I don't think that's a legitimate reason.
That's such an L to say that to.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that's such a weird.
I have never met a guy, and I've met a lot of guys.
There's just like no reason for it, so it's like.
It could be a soy boy.
I think that kind of dude watches too much porn, jerks off too much, and when it comes down to actually,
that's why I'm saying, like from a girl's perspective and from a guy's perspective, what is the real deal? What is the real thing that I'm not being told that they're telling me? Oh, I don't want to, like.
Well, okay, let's start with the first scenario that you gave. So you were kind of doing these cuddle sessions, hanging out all the time with this guy.
Yeah, all the time.
And
so into each other.
Were your guys' clothes off or clothes on?
Like bits
you were making
and bobs.
Out.
Yeah, like
making out.
Bits and bobs.
And he just wasn't escalating things forward, like he wasn't taking your clothes off, or
No,
what?
it was like that, where it was like there was like a situation where it was like,
Was there heavy petting?
yeah, heavy petting, and like there was a certain point.
Hands being used?
Yes. And there was like a situation where I was like, I decided to escalate it because it would get like right up into that, like right up to that point, except not that point.
Fellatio? Did you go down on him?
Yes. But like,
Maybe, wait, I know what, I think I know.
What's the
You
issue?
gave him head, right?
Yeah.
You were a blowjob Betty.
What's that?
He just wanted head.
No, it's like
He didn't want to fuck you. He just wanted head.
No, it wasn't that. It was like that. There was like literally, I'm not a dummy. Like I know when a guy just like wants head or wants to like whatever. But there was like clearly such an emotional connection, and like the fact that he was like always horny around me, and then like except for physical sex, I don't want to like say his side of the story because I feel like that would like expose a private part of what he was struggling with. But like the story he gave me of like why he couldn't have sex, or like he basically his
Probably
whole
gay like my
Well, that's what I said. I was like, is he gay? Like I was like, I literally dead ass was like, at the end, are you gay? Like what's going on? Like, but
Wait,
then
so
just
you, okay, how many total times did you hang out with him? Total days?
14. So
14?
2 weeks. Every day for 2 weeks.
A fortnight.
Every day for
Brian.
2 weeks.
Do you guys not have jobs? Like what?
Yeah. But like we were.
Even if I really fucking love a girl, I
No,
don't want
but
to
he
see her
was.
more than
It was
twice
so.
a
It was
week.
so like.
Twice a week. That's
He would
it.
like come have lunch with me. I would go over to his house after work, and it was like we were on dates.
Just
every
sounds like a
single-
very special guy, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like what?
Short bus
So
special.
confused. There's just and like I didn't want to make it
Hold
like
on,
make
wait.
me insecure, but
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
I've never had that issue before. So
Wait, okay, so you gave him head. Did he climax?
Okay.
Did he climax?
Okay, not to get into the nitty gritty, but like the thing was like we would try to have sex.
Okay, so you tried.
We would try.
And he would lose?
Yes, essentially.
Like,
yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
I was like, he's gay. That's what happened to me.
I mean, it could be nerves.
Was it
but
performance anxiety?
it could
He
be
was hard, and
That's
then when
what
he
he told
started,
me.
it got
Like
soft,
the
and he
short
couldn't, like what?
was that like he was like, oh, I have a lot of performance anxiety and also be stuff
much
from a
porn, too
previous
much jerking off, that's it,
previous
that's his problem.
relationship. But that's what I want to like. That's what
Wait, but
my.
hold on. You said that he was bricked up.
That's what I'm saying is he obviously doesn't have problems down there because he was so horny for me and all the time. Like anytime he'd see me with my clothes like half off or off, he'd be like, oh my God, like I want you so bad.
Wait, so you guys did have sex? You like, be honest, it was inside of you. Like, you tried, right?
But is it sex?
Yo, that's a
if-
body. That's a body.
No.
See, that's what, like, girls will claim, like, that's not a body, but, like, y'all fucked. But he lost it, right?
Yeah.
While it was inside you?
Well, no, it was basically like
Or would it be, and I'm not judging you, but okay, so maybe you'd give him head, whatever, he's bricked up, and then as you were like getting on top or like going for it, he would lose it.
So
before
basically, what would happen?
premature.
This is so
premature ejaculation?
graphic. No,
Too
this
much
is
porn,
so.
bro. Too much porn.
This is so graphic. But like the time we did try, where it did go in.
You guys fuck. Okay, so you did fuck.
Well,
but
he went
okay.
in and he was like, "It's too tight. It's too tight. Like I gotta get out of here." So
Oh, he was
like,
gonna bust. You got that gorilla grip pussy. He was gonna. It was just too. You got that unicorn magical sugar
But-
ball pussy.
But I feel like that's not like the. There's more to it.
No, it's probably like your pussy was so magical. He was like.
I don't think that's it, babe.
It was like upon entry, he's like, I'm gonna come. This is gonna be embarrassing. Let me pull out.
Which I get, but then like, why not like, why just like,
Why not just bust?
or I don't know, like why is that so, like why is that so taboo? Like why can't he just like tell me that straight up? Why does he have to like say all these things and like make it weird for both of us when I'm the one trying to make it not weird? I'm like, it's okay if this or that, but
Girls are getting restless over here, Brian.
I don't know.
Be polite.
We
Be
want
nice.
In and Out.
I have to work.
In and
I have to
Out-
work in the morning.
In and Out closes at
I have-
1 p.m.
I have to wake up at 8
We'll-
a.m.
we'll wrap
I
soon.
need my 8 hours.
We'll wrap soon. we'll wrap very soon. Okay,
So
so
that's my tale of woe.
let's talk about that after the show. They gotta leave. We'll talk more about that after the show. Honestly,
I mean, if
think.
you're staying right here with him anyways, you guys can talk.
Y'all
Okay.
can talk.
Wait, what?
Honestly,
saying nice.
I honestly might text him and be like, "Hey, so."
What the
You're gonna be
No,
like,
I'm
"Hey,
kidding.
come over," and then you're gonna be like, "Yeah."
No, I'm gonna text that guy that it didn't work out with. I'm gonna be
Oh,
like, "We got
never
to the
mind.
bottom of it. We figured out.
I thought you were talking
why.
about Brian.
Everything's okay."
What? Okay.
Turned
so,
out to be therapy on tonight's show, right?
Dr. Phil over here.
Yeah. Fill him up.
Well, you did recommend we should get more into the.
I
some of
want
the-
to take
the
you to the
nitty-gritty.
club, bro. We got to get you out of the studio.
Yes.
Studios with the
Okay.
promoter,
Hey,
with the club goer,
yeah.
right? And what? Bring the camera, bring them and we'll have a fucking great
podcast
night. Then we'll go to the Rhino.
Set the pod in.
We should do it
yes.
there.
The viewers will love it.
I'm a man of principle.
Oh, the
I'm a
principle of going
I'm a
out.
Look
man
at the
of
podcast
principle.
that we do. This is we're a little raunchy right here. I
That
feel like
point.
it won't hurt.
That point right there, right? In the flesh, at the club, Santa Barbara downtown, with the camera, a special.
Don
Brian's
Julio,
night out.
42.
Can I do the video where I go, if you guys like,
We're
what a
doing
fuck,
bottles.
and then can I?
Can
Sure,
we?
that would be
Wait.
fucking awesome,
Okay.
bro.
Actually, before you guys leave, just to put a cherry on top of the whole "is dating easier for men or women" thing.
That was not what it was.
It was
Oh.
sex.
Well, okay, dating. I mean, it's
Dating-
both are
dating
easier.
both ways, yeah.
Both are easier for women, but whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Both are easier, but
Look at-
okay.
look at all- Brian, take a fucking chance, buddy. Go hang
What?
out with the ex-con, Brian.
It's not you. It's just I don't like to go to
me, it's you.
clubs.
I know.
It's not me. It's you. But okay. Eric, can you play the Andrea asking for X video?
I want to. Can I do it?
Sure, we'll get you to do it.
I will go up to anyone. I don't care.
Would you have sex with me?
I want to do that. I want to do that.
Oh my god.
Yes? No? Ready, please? You can just kind of lay there, and I'll just do my thing.
Why not?
Okay, let's go.
This girl's really cute.
I just want to ask you guys if you would be down to have sex with me.
I will definitely have sex with you.
Like literally right now.
Where do you
I'm
want
not
to go?
joking.
I
Like, our
want
house
sex
is like
with
right over there.
I'll go with you right now.
Right now?
Right now?
Are you down?
Yeah, why not?
Let me know if this is too forward. If you would have sex with me.
If I have this,
Yeah.
hold on, I'm on the. Mom, can I call you back?
Maybe you'd want to have sex with me.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Like right now? Like literally my house, like right over there.
Sure.
You want to have sex with me?
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, maybe a little bit.
You been
In
drinking?
kind of the best way. Oh, no, I'm completely sober.
You out of your mind?
In the best kind of way.
Come to my house once.
Okay. You want to have sex with me?
Please. What?
Yes. I'm serious. Like my house is like right there.
All right, I'm down.
Okay, let's do it. You want to have sex with me?
Yeah.
My house is
I don't know if this is serious. Would you like to hang out with us first?
no.
Do you want us to do it
I'm
right
sorry, yeah. Just it'll be like really quick, like 15 minutes.
That's totally fine.
Okay. All right, ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I better not be getting robbed right now.
Okay.
I come out of a bush.
So that's the girl version. That was in Isla Vista, by the way. That was a video that we produced many years ago.
You're
Eric,
saying
can
look at the
you play my version?
Do you speak English? I just thought you were really cute. And I want to know if you wanted to have sex. No. Okay.
Quite rude.
I just thought you were cute, and I want to know if you wanted to have sex.
No.
No. I thought you were really cute, and I want to know if you want to have sex with me. And I want to know if you want to have sex. Do you guys speak English at all? Where are you from?
Australia.
Oh, Australia, cool. You guys are really cute.
Okay.
And I want to know if you guys wanted to have sex. Do you want to have sex? No? I want to have sex with me?
Yeah.
I just thought you were cute, and I just want to know if you wanted to have
I'm
sex.
just trying to find my friend. I thank you.
Thank you. All right, mate. Have sex with me.
Are you stupid or?
I'm a little stupid.
Do you wanna lie on the ground or not?
Right now?
Yes.
What do you mean lie on the ground?
Then we gonna slap you very hard. Yes.
When I'm on the ground or before?
That's not what you're gonna ask a lady. No.
Oh. I'm not from around here, so I don't know the custom.
Anyways, does that change?
Why didn't you do an IV?
I did do it in IV, but just the clip that I have, I did it once in IV and then once in Amsterdam and France. So a few of those clips were from France, but I did do it in IV, and the results were pretty bad. Pretty bad. And when I say bad, I mean 0 out of 100 bad.
Sucks for
And then
that
I had another guy do it, who I think is more attractive than me. Also 0 out of 100.
I think if I went out right now and said, "Do you want to have sex with me?" I don't think anyone would say yes or no. I think they'd be like, "Are you crazy?"
They might ask, "Why are you filming a whatever? Are you filming a whatever video?"
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of a very blunt way to say it. Hey, do you want to have sex with me? Like, but if you played it more like, "Hey, would you be down to hook up?" That like even the phrasing would probably change it.
But then this whole narrative that like women that are partaking in hookup culture is so gross and stuff, then like why would anyone want to hook up with me if I was just putting it out there?
Well, that would bring it back to body count, right? That would bring it back to the body count discussion. I think if you did walk around, you're a club promoter, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably sleep with 90% of the guys that come to your bar. Is the club a bar? Which bar is it?
EOS.
Yeah, you could sleep with, you're an attractive woman, you could sleep with like 90% of the guys in there, for sure.
Most of them are married.
You could sleep with 90% of the men in there. Probably 90% of them are married.
Okay, not 90, but we get a lot of. I do like table reservations and bottle service, and a lot of them are like bachelors. Is most of our crowd is like 30-40% bachelors.
Like bachelor parties.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sure.
And most of our high rollers are all married men, so. They like a little flirt and a little tease.
Why would you go to the club if you're married?
It's a little escape. It's like they like a little flirt and a tease, but nothing more.
Wait, why would you divorce?
Break
I don't
their
want my husband to
holy.
go to a club.
Why not? If he's having a guys' night and he goes to a club, what's wrong with that?
So let's wrap it up on this. You brought it back to the body count thing there for a little bit. Should body count matter? Final question of the night. Let's start here.
No.
No.
Mm-mm. In certain contexts, yes.
Brandon?
Depending on what you're looking for, but in general, no.
Okay. So body count shouldn't matter. What's your body count?
I stopped counting.
You stopped counting?
Yeah.
But hold on.
I've had 4 serious relationships. So I know that much. But
you said earlier that you have a low body count.
Yeah.
But you said you stopped counting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't keep a record.
But okay, if you have a low body count.
If I were to ballpark it, it would probably be.
But okay, if I've slept with 3 people.
Yeah, I've slept with more than 3 people.
Right, but I'm gonna remember. I'm not gonna lose track of the 3 people I've slept with.
It's not that I've lose track. It's that I don't tack them down. Like I don't have a notes app in my phone.
Well, no, you don't. You don't need to. You want
me to just ballpark it?
Sure.
Okay, I would have 4 serious relationships plus, I would say, a handful of hookups.
Okay.
In between.
Okay. So that's not really a ballpark.
I mean, I've had less than 10 hookups, but probably more than 5, somewhere in between there.
So between 5 and 10 total, or 5 and 10 hookups plus the 4?
Plus the 4. Yeah, I've slept with my serious boyfriends, obviously. So.
Okay.
And then a few other situationships.
Okay, Sydney.
I don't say mine just for like
Haven't
my
you?
own.
You've revealed it before, though, haven't you?
On my first show, I like ballparked it, but I don't. Just for like my own like personal like privacy.
Okay. Jubilee.
Said it once. Don't need to say it again.
Say it again. Say it again.
Don't
Come
need
on.
to say it again.
Say it again.
No.
Jubilee.
Why
Jubilee.
do you say my name like that?
Can you say what it is?
It's like 30.
Well, wasn't it like 33 the last time you
I
were
said
on?
it was like 30.
So has it grown?
It's grown like 1 or 2.
1 or 2? Okay.
I'm trying to count.
I'm like, okay,
Wait. Question. So you're 19, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm just trying to do the math here. Okay. When did you lose your virginity?
I was 14.
14. Okay, so you've been active for
5 years.
5 years. So by the time you're 30, do you think your body count will be like 100?
No.
Because right now it's 33
no.
at 19. So projecting, if my math.
Well, I can stop. I'll stop.
You're gonna stop. You're gonna stop. Jubilee, huh? Okay,
You never know. I'll get into a serious relationship.
Jubilee, I want you to get in touch with me when you're 30.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me what your body count is.
Okay, 10 years. I'll let you know.
If it's less than 100,
how much do you owe me?
I'll get you a double it, and then
I'm gonna go get that tonight.
Can
You have to take me to Olive Garden.
Okay, I'll take you to Olive Garden.
That's
How
fair.
about that?
That's fair.
Not a date though.
No,
like a platonic.
No, I'm okay.
Oh.
No, it'll be very platonic.
Platonic.
Very platonic.
date.
I'm okay.
I think it's like 7 or 8.
You think?
Yeah.
I feel like if it's that low, wouldn't you know? I don't know. Okay, you think it's 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's all right. So,
Brian, your turn.
Multiply by 3.
I'm just joking.
I mean, Brandon, do you want to share your body count? Just into the microphone.
I mean, 11 years of not being around women, period. You know,
Well, can you really quickly tell us, remember that story you told me over the phone when we were speaking a couple weeks ago with the guard? Can you reveal that, or the story?
Yeah. There was a female CO when I was in prison in Soledad, and she was actually my supervisor. I was her porter. I worked in the building, and she was a beautiful woman. She was green, meaning she was very fresh. She had only been a CO for like 2 years. I'm already 9-10 years into my term, so I'm a seasoned convict. And you know, there was a mutual attraction, and it went beyond the other staff. It went beyond, you know, my cellie or my homeboys telling them anything. We were just very into each other. There was a lieutenant that was into her and started to notice I was a little too close to her. Put me in a situation where I actually ended up in the hole for about 6 months behind it. And I got out of the hole, went to a different yard. She found out I was on that yard, put in to get her transfer from where she was to where I was. And then we were just on the yard for about a year, just like in love with each other, but could never express it, could never have a private moment, it was always just, she would get off her shift at 2 o'clock, and right at 1 o'clock, she would start circling the track backwards. There's a big track in the prison yard. She would walk backwards with her partner on purpose. I would finish my workout and walk the opposite way, so that every time we hit the track, twice in a row, we'd you know, she'd sip some water and throw her eyes to the left to look at me, and I would do the same to my glasses, and that's all we ever had.
Hi, cute.
I hope that when I go to prison, someone will want to hook up with me.
It was, I mean, everybody hated her because she was such a bitch, but it was a front,
Same.
and I seen right through it, and I just...
Did you just say same?
I said same.
Go ahead.
Anyway, no, it's actually a long story. There's a lot of little things that happened in between that. I checked her a couple times, and she loved it. And right then and there, I knew, like, if I was in the street, she would be mine. I would be hers.
Can you tell us about? Wasn't there like a other CO that was feeling her, and he made your life hell, right?
He was a lieutenant, and he just was a little prick type dude. And he would see me go in her bathroom because I would clean her bathroom. I actually waxed it up and painted it all sick and shit. We were on lockdown, so I just went nuts with the paint and hooked it up for her.
You actually cleaned her bathroom?
Well,
I thought that was prison slang for something
That's
else.
like our job as porters is to clean the day room, the showers, and then
I
there's
thought
a
it was
staff
like
bathroom.
cleaned her bathroom.
No, there's a staff restroom behind the CO's office, and I would go in there. She wouldn't let nobody in there but me.
Oh, that's
Because
hot.
she had like her purse and private shit, and she don't trust anybody. But
Where's
she
she
trusted
now?
me.
Are y'all?
When I
Nothing?
paroled, I never heard. It just
Oh,
poof,
damn
just
it.
gone. So,
Misconnection.
yeah, pretty much.
All right, no soup chats here. Last thing, Jabba, do you want to say anything to the friend who backstabbed you?
I don't know. I guess I like her, love her. I just kind of fucked up what she did. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I just didn't think she would do that.
What?
I just didn't think she would do that.
Oh, she took your man.
Yeah.
She stole your man.
Well, he wasn't my man, but I wanted.
Well,
him to
but
be.
yeah, but you were there
well, no,
first.
The thing was that he didn't want anything with me, but then I was like, hey, because he called me and was like, hey, like I know you found out about it, but I wanted to talk to you about it, see how you feel. And I was like, hey, she's not a hookup person. Like, she's not going to just hook up with you. He goes, I know that. So I'm like, you're going to have to try. He goes, I know. I'm like, so, but you didn't want anything else more with me, but you want more with her. That's what fucked me up.
Damn.
Anyways, that's it.
Okay, we're going to wrap up there. Any last opportunity, final thought? Anybody?
No.
Final thought? Anybody?
Final thought. Like I was mentioning before, social media, there's a lot of real everybody's real, but the vibe can be fake. And until you meet somebody and get a feel for who they are, like the real them, don't make any kind of serious judgment calls on yourself, how they make you feel, if they ghost you or vice versa. Like, remember, it's fucking AI. It's artificial intelligence, and if you're not seeing somebody face to face and expressing real human shit, don't put that much into it. Just take it with a grain of salt.
All right, good times, good times. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You could have been doing anything else, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. We will be live again Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Guys, like the video and leave a comment on your way out for the algorithm. Thanks to the wonderful panel. Thank you guys once again for watching. And
Spearmint Rhino, Santa Barbara, open 7 days a week. Gorgeous lineup. Perfect hospitality.
Hensley works there.
Hit up my Instagram DM for some free passes.
Brandon will.
If you want to know my real body count,
What?
DM me.
Okay.
You could be next.
Sweet. Guys, like the video and leave a comment on your way out for algorithm. Oh, I already said that for the algorithm, whatever. Yeah, thanks again to the panel. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Good night, guys.